Broadcasting from the offleaseonly.com studios. Don't pay more. Save thousands on low mileage 2016 through 19 cars, trucks, SUVs, and vans. Offleaseonly.com. This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Well, if he's in Orlando, clearly he didn't drive himself. So how did he get there? That is one long-ass Uber ride.
His sisters live in there. His sisters...
This might be too big for you.
He's tripping on his sultry.
Yeah.
Hold on now.
Reading in characters.
I'm sorry, I just get so beside myself. His sister lives there and drove him up. I know she doesn't like me. And she thinks...
What?
She thinks she might be...
What?
Helping him cheat on me.
Try it again. Take it from the top here, Sally.
His sister lives there and drove him up. I know she doesn't like me. And she... might be helping him
Cut.
cheat on
Take it from the top, Sally. Cut. Let's try again.
No, don't make me read
Cut.
it.
Try it again.
Don't make me
Come
read
on, Sally.
His sister lives down there.
No.
Down.
Sorry.
Take it from the top again, Sally.
His sister lives there and drove him up. I know she doesn't like me. And she...
Cut. Sally, take it from the top again, please.
His sister lives there and drove him up. I know she doesn't like me and thinks she might be helping him cheat on me.
Dunkin' is the official coffee of the KVJ Show. America runs on Dunkin'. The KVJ Show is now live on 97.9 WRMF.
It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast. So don't get her pissed. It's Jason. Talks like a spaz. And they love to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Good morning. Welcome to the KVJ Show. Happy Thursday, everybody. You guys doing all right?
Yeah, I'm doing good. It's chilly again.
Yeah, it is. It's lovely, though. I was out yesterday afternoon a little bit. It's just a beautiful day, sunny and gorgeous. Yeah, nice little chill.
When the sun comes out, it's perfect.
Yeah.
But when it's dark out, it was 50 this morning. I was
Am I the only one that has really struggled with this time change? I feel like it's never gotten so dark so early, ever in my life. Doesn't it seem like it's so early?
It does. What is that, Kevin? Is it getting earlier, or we are just noticing it more?
Well, all the way until December 21st, it is going to be getting dark earlier and earlier.
But it feels earlier than the other earliers we've experienced.
It does, because right around 5 o'clock, 5 p.m., it starts to get dusky out. I only notice now because Chewy can't walk if it gets too dark because of his blindness. So I'm noticing the sun. We're running out of time, baby.
Yeah, I would imagine that it's the same, or else that seems like it would be a pretty big headline.
I agree.
It doesn't seem like that'd be something the news would bury.
We just feel more sensitive
Yes,
to
I mean,
it.
if we are losing sunlight, I think they'd probably make note of that. But
He's got a blind dog, and I've got a 4-year-old that likes to play outside.
Yeah.
I know when you say it out loud, oh my gosh, it's getting darker quicker, but it feels that way.
I think it's just the usual way it's always been.
Interesting.
Kind of thing. If not, then what are we doing? Somebody needs to pay attention.
Well, you got to start preparing for the darkness at 4:50.
You do.
Yeah.
I was trying to put up Christmas decorations. I couldn't anymore at 6:30 because I couldn't see.
And thus goes my argument, right?
It sucks.
The whole thing, we should be, an hour ahead.
I
Right now
agree.
is what it should be, and then you would have an extra hour of daylight every single day. So instead of it being dark at 5:30, it'd be dark at least at 6:30.
We don't ever fall back. That's it.
You just stay. Yeah,
So
you
we
just
spring
stay.
forward, coming up, and then
Stay.
that's it.
Boom, that'd be it.
New Jersey seemed like it got real dark real quick. We're talking in the 4 o'clock hour, and it had this cold, lonely wind to it.
Because you were by yourself in a strange land.
Yeah, it went through my soul.
It is different when you go further north. It does happen.
New Jersey changed bird.
Yeah.
Not for the better.
You're a different man.
Still rattled.
Yeah. Yeah, further north you get, you're going to have different daylight experiences. I know if you go, like, for instance, like Montana in the summer, it doesn't get dark until like 10 or 11 p.m.
That's freaky.
Wow.
That was kind of weird, yeah.
I would think the end of days were coming. If I looked out the window,
If this
9
is throwing you
p.m.
for a loop, yeah, you shouldn't go to Montana in the summer.
that would freak me out.
Yeah, you'd be losing your marbles. All right, well, here we go. It is the KVJ Show. Kev, Virginia, Jaybird, all here and on KVJ TV. Dial up your YouTube and watch us right now. Just search for the KVJ Show, and we're there.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
Well, coming up in just a second, Anna Faris is talking about how she is fortunate to be alive. Her and her whole family almost died. What happened? Had to be saved by first responders. I'll tell you coming up in just a second. Before we get into that, Kanye West and Joel Osteen are teaming up again. This time, they are saying they're going to take the stage at Yankee Stadium for a mega event. Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. I think that's the name of it.
Okay.
Really? Wow. Okay.
No, I don't think it is.
Oh, okay.
It's called America's Night of Hope, and I guess they'll start at Yankee Stadium, and that stadium has a capacity of like almost 55,000 people. They expect to fill it no problem.
They usually fill it up. They know how to fill a stadium there at old Yankees.
Wow.
Yeah.
Night of Hope will be something they take other cities as well across the country. It won't just be Yankee Stadium, so coming to a stadium near you. J-Lo sat down and did an interview for People Magazine's new People of the Year issue, and she's talking about how she wants to have kids with A-Rod. She said she doesn't know if it's in the plan, but she wants to try.
I gotta tell you, A-Rod is winning me over. He's got some new show where he helps celebrities who have hit rock bottom financially, and he brings them back, because I guess he's some kind of financial guru. I mean, the guy's worth $300 million.
He kind of knows what to do.
But he owns his steroid stuff. He comes off kind of likable. I don't know. I'm making the turn with A-Rod.
Really? Look at you.
Me and
Wow.
Denny's were watching it, and even Denny's like, A-Rod's kind of likable. I'm like, I know, it's annoying.
Wow.
You used to hate him.
Oh, I could not stand A-Rod.
Wow, look at you, mellowing in your old age.
He got me.
Wow. And finally here, Anna Faris says she and her family are lucky to be alive. So they rented this house in Lake Tahoe for the holiday season. And immediately when they got there, 12 members of her family started to feel sick. But they were like, maybe it's just altitude sickness. Is that a real thing, Dennys? When you go to Colorado, do you get altitude sickness?
So I don't get it, but a lot of people, pretty much people that visit one time, just the difference.
It's a big issue for football teams that go and play. Like if you play the Broncos, that is kind of their little advantage because, teams that'll fly up there. There are some players. I think there was a player for the Steelers one year that couldn't even go. He had sickle cell anemia or something like that. And,
wow.
Yeah, because it would hurt. And so he couldn't even make the trip. So
Crazy.
Well,
yeah.
So I think the reason they have the Olympic Training Center out there is if you train at high altitudes like that and then you go to low altitudes, your body's already acclimated for harsher climates, so it makes it easier for you to breathe. And
they'll do some kind of like conditioning before they go to perform up in that altitude. It does kind of mess with people.
Well, I have friends that go out there to visit Colorado, and the first day they have to lay in bed all day because they're sick from the altitude sickness. You have to make sure you drink a ton of water.
Oh, I hate water.
What's cool though is if you drink alcohol in the high altitude, it only takes like 2 beers and you start feeling it like immediately.
Oh, that's fun.
That's dangerous.
You can tell where this show's priorities lie.
Somebody might want to let you know that.
It is nice.
No water. We want beer.
Well, luckily, Anna Faris, it was not altitude sickness, but it was actually worse. So several members of her family were like, we're going to go to the hospital because we feel terrible. And immediately the hospital staff figured out it was carbon monoxide poisoning. They called the fire department. The fire department raced to the house, and they saved the 11 ill family members who were still inside, who were all sick. They all had carbon monoxide poisoning. The home had an indoor level of 55 parts per million, and the maximum recommended indoor level is 9 parts per million. The whole house had 55 parts per million, so they are lucky to be alive. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
Do you need more KVJ Show? Find everything KVJ at kvjshow.com.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
What you think about today, Jay-Bird?
I know Call 'em Out is on Monday, and I know I have a lot of weird Uber/Lyft stories. I got one more for the journal. So I'm in an Uber, and it's a terrible.
Is this morning?
No, this was yesterday.
Okay.
My truck,
What time?
This is probably around 3 p. Between 2 and 3 p. And right as I get in, it's one of the. As soon as you see it pull up, you're like, oh boy. It was a really crappy looking car, very crappy looking. It didn't look safe. So I get in the back seat, and the guy is smoking a cigarette, and the smoke is going back behind me.
Oh, hell no.
I know. So I kindly say, hey, I'm not at all trying to be a jerk, but your smoke is really choking me out. And the guy looks at me through the little mirror, doesn't say anything, pauses, flicks out the cigarette, looks at me again, and keeps driving and doesn't say a word the entire time. It was the most uncomfortable Uber ride ever. He was mad that I told him to not smoke in his own car. I was mad because he's smoking and it's getting on me.
Oh, what a mess.
Isn't that messed up, though?
Oh, boy. You need to upgrade and go with the next level.
You're
Uber.
right.
Stop doing the cheap Uber.
You are completely
Stop doing
right.
the cheap Lyft. It's worth it. And Uber's got one, like a middle grade one that I like, where you can actually request the temperature you want in the car and if you want them to talk to you or not.
You know how I am. I hit the button and then I just wait. And then I don't even look.
It's worth it to upgrade your experience. It's only a few bucks more.
Well, the reason why it is because we've talked about it before. The Uber Lyft game, there's some great drivers out there, but it's watered down by people who don't give a crap, who smoke in the car.
That's
who
unbelievable.
Who look at you because you had the audacity to ask them to put out their cigarette. Can you believe that?
That is next level.
The nerve.
No, that's gnarly. I got an Uber driver that was smoking one time.
What? You
and
too?
Yeah, this
I've
was
never had
but this
that.
was in Michigan, and that this was a couple years ago, and just being back there last week again, it really kind of startled me. It stands out how many people smoke up north. I couldn't even believe it. Like, it seemed like their smoking sections, like here maybe you see one or two people. It looked like an entire office. Like as I was walking down the streets, I'm like, is everybody smoke here?
Really?
Yes. And so I got into somebody's car and we had about a 40-minute ride and I was green by the time we got there. I'm like, I don't know what it is now. Like, I just can't.
Well, I mean, his car.
I almost threw up.
It smelled like a bar. It smelled like a bar, and it was just the way he was. By the way, he was making love to this cigarette. Like it was the last cigarette this cat was ever going to smoke. And the way the window.
It was the last one he was going to smoke while you were in the car.
The way the windows were, every time you take a drag, a big waft of smoke would just come right into, just hit my face, just like that. It was awful. So I'm calling him out.
Okay. I think Suits has got kind of a call him out here today, too. This is kind of a traffic thing. And, we always kind of like to do this because people do make really boneheaded moves in traffic. And so a lot of our call him outs are about traffic. And honestly, hopefully people hear it and be like going, okay, yeah.
I'm not going to do that.
They get the realization that that's kind of a jerky, dumb move. And I put people's lives at risk when I do this stuff. So don't do it. Just drive better. I've seen this kind of thing happen before, and it's unbelievable that you do actually have to say this. But Suits almost got into an accident. Thank God he's with us. His pretty little face is still here, fully intact.
I saw him when he got here all shook up.
Yeah.
I had quite a rant, I guess.
He's just yelling.
He was shook up. Huh?
All shook up. So what was it that happened?
I mean, I just can't believe the stupidity of some people, really. I just got on 95 coming into work, and I got to the Palm Beach Lakes exit, and when you go up over the ramp there, or not the ramp, but the overpass, it's kind of got a curve to it, so you don't really see if you're in the right lane too far ahead of you. And then I had a semi-truck in front of me, and, I have a sedan, so I can't see too far ahead of me. But the semi just out of the blue locks up the tires, and to the point that there's smoke, and dives out of the lane. And I give whoever was driving that truck credit. How they didn't crash driving an 18-wheeler, I do not know. But
I'm a professional.
there was a car right in front of the semi that was in the right lane backing up on 95.
My gosh.
I-
Backing up on 95.
Not on the
In
shoulder.
reverse.
In the
In
lane.
the lane.
Yeah.
I couldn't believe it. And then, as I'm coming up on her, which I saw her through the window, I jammed on my brakes and darted out of the lane to the point where I started to lose the back end because I when you dart the wheel and you're on the brakes, you will start to lose traction in the rear end. So I slid out, and then I had to come back to the right, and I honestly don't know how I held onto the car because there was a point where I had to be 30 degrees sideways.
Because you watch NASCAR.
You have been to Homestead.
I think it's honestly, I did the iRacing for a while, and that's like a simulator. I think that honestly, if I didn't do that, I would
Them
crash.
racing skills save your life, Suits.
Do you know who's looking out for you? Number 3, Dale Earnhardt.
Oh,
He was
rest
riding
in
with
peace.
me.
He was looking out for you.
Number
You
3.
didn't kill Jeff Gordon this time. I'm impressed. But yeah, no, so after I finally got the car kind of straightened out, I look back in my mirror and I can see she has her dome light like in the car, the cabin light on. She's got a phone in one hand and she's backing up. So I got to imagine she missed the exit and just decided to back up or was looking at a GPS or something. But she had to be 500 feet, 1,000 feet past the exit.
What time is this at?
It's like 5:25 in the morning.
That's drugs.
What the hell is the matter with you? If you're backing up on 95, they need to take you out of your car and just slap you silly.
And to think you're not on the shoulder, I mean, it was right next to her. She was in the right lane.
Wow.
People will do that if they miss their road, if they miss an exit. We've all done it, and it does suck. But unfortunately, if you do, you just need to keep on going and find another safe route to get back to where you need to go. You can't try to correct it once you've missed it. It's just past.
Yeah, you can't back up on 95, and you shouldn't have to say that on the radio.
Seriously, you should
Yeah.
know better than that. You don't have to be told.
What kind of car was it?
It was an older coupe, smaller coupe. I couldn't actually make out the model because I drove I was in such a panic to fly around it. But it was an older car for sure. It was nothing newer.
Well, thank God that semi-driver was so quick and awesome, because that would have been horrible.
Well, I mean, I don't know how because the whole trailer got sideways when he did that. I have no idea how he kept that thing under control. Just unbelievable
We had a professional
driving.
trucker and we had a NASCAR fan. I mean, if that wouldn't have happened, who knows what kind of calamity would have happened.
I'm just
if
thankful.
Jaybird would have been behind them.
Well, I'm just thankful the description you gave wasn't my truck.
Sounds like a move you'd pull. Virginia, what you got on your mind here today?
Well, I've been struggling with my voice, and we had one.
For how long?
Yeah, I know, for 15 years at least. That's since I've known you. All right, sorry.
You finished?
I am.
You finished? You look like you need to go work on the road crew with that color shirt on. Seriously, it's very loud. Please turn it down.
We're not going to lose them today.
Loud like my friend.
That thing is loud, y'all. So I'm going today to have my throat checked out at this throat specialist. It took me several weeks to get in. And, I got that one email that said they think I have polyps. So I definitely think I have polyps.
Okay.
And going today to find out, do I have polyps? Is that what's causing it? Because again, this morning, I couldn't even cut my commercials. I had to get double waters and rehydrate. It never used to be like this.
Oh, and you know what this means? If you have polyps, you're probably going to have to go on vocal rest. That means you're not going to be able to be on... Oh, no.
I'll be out for 6 weeks.
No, not that long.
Yeah. If you have
Really?
polyps, you have to have surgery, and you're out for 6 weeks.
I don't think you have polyps. I really don't.
I hope I don't.
I don't think so. Your voice sounds strong. It doesn't sound bad right now. Have you noticed it being bad in the last week or so? It seems rested to me.
It feels weak.
You're in your head because it was weak because you were partying like you were on Rumspringa.
I could be part of it.
You've slowed it down. You've
Yeah.
been drinking all in Texas and you sound amazing. Weird.
Yeah.
No, I just said it was going out again this morning.
It doesn't sound like it is.
All right.
Well, I'm
Yeah.
trying to make it feel good.
Just pray that I don't have polyps.
I think the other issue, too, is as you do get older, it is tougher. I think maybe you might get dehydrated a little bit more. I don't think your voice is the same. Your vocal qualities do change. I mean, look at all the singers.
Yeah.
That, when they were young and in their 20s and singing high notes as they're touring in their 40s, 50s, 60s, they can't sing like they used to, and they've got to drop it down an octave or two.
Yeah, I know you're right. I just, in my heart, I don't feel like you have polyps. I really don't.
It's just time, baby.
Okay.
Same thing that's affecting my face.
Well, that might be it. It might be just time, not polyps.
I hope so. But I got one email. If you get one email that says you have
Oh, yeah.
polyps, I immediately was like, oh my God, she's right. It's polyps.
Oh, you can't read. You can't go on the MD website, and you can't read medical emails from listeners. They will scare you.
But the lady that wrote the email, her husband is a throat surgeon.
Yes.
She's like, I think you have polyps. I'm like, that has more credibility than your average polyp email.
She's not the surgeon, though.
I know, but she sleeps with one.
No.
I feel like it rubs off.
If only that's all we need to do to build a skill set.
I know.
Speaking of people who can no longer carry the notes that they used to when they were younger. Motley Crue, it's official. They have announced that they are out of retirement.
Okay.
Again? I thought they did this last week.
Well, they've announced the tour dates, and we're lucky because they begin with us.
Okay.
Oh, West Palm, baby.
All right.
Motley Crue, Def Leppard, Poison, and they're even bringing along Joan Jett. They kick it off at Hard Rock Stadium July 7th.
Was it Poison and Motley Crue we saw when we went and did that Mullet Bus tour?
I think so, yeah.
It was Poison and the Crew.
Yeah.
Gosh, what a crappy concert.
Yeah.
For me.
For you. Yeah, you don't like it.
Exactly.
But I'm a guy who grew up, I love the hair bands. And so my critique on all these bands, Poison, Bret Michaels takes great care of himself, takes care of his voice, and you have to as you get older. And they look good. They look great, actually, and they sound great.
Okay.
Def Leppard, pretty solid. Same thing. They take care of themselves. They realize you get out there and it's physical. Like, you have to really take care of yourself. It's like an athlete.
Yeah.
Honestly, and you're putting on a performance and people are paying to see you perform.
And you can tell the ones that stay in the gym, like your Sting, those kind of guys, they care.
You got to. You should. I mean, it's for the audience. I mean, if I'm going to pay you for this service, put something into it.
Well, like you're saying, too, the older you get,
Yes.
the harder you do have to work of taking care of yourself and being disciplined with doing that.
Yeah, that's why Motley Crue should not come out of retirement, because Vince Neil does not take care of himself and he can't sing or perform at all like he used to. I saw a recent photo. He is terribly out of shape, and that affects his wind, so he can't sing, and the performances are awful. And you're like, how much do you want me to pay? I'm like, you got some balls. I'm like, so he really, if he does get it together and really, I'm going to focus. I got a world tour. I'm going to stay in shape.
When does the world tour start?
July 7th, Hard Rock Stadium.
You got more than 6 months.
But if he doesn't and goes the other direction, I'd be like, no.
Well, I mean, how much money do you need to get yourself motivated?
Right.
They're giving you so much money.
Millions.
I don't know if anybody's putting any heat on him. But I think people should and be like going, come on, man. It's, it's like, hey, look, if you're retired, whatever, you have your body look however you want.
You should reach out to
you
him.
need to be in good physical condition. If you are a performer or an athlete, you got to be able to execute your craft.
I don't think you can reach out to a guy like that because
Probably not.
We did interview him one time, so
he's not listening to anybody.
It's a small sample
We've
size.
talked to him twice,
but he's not really a guy with a sense of humor. No funny bones in his body.
He's not really open to any kind of your shenanigans.
Critiquing, yeah.
Well, when he was opening up Dr. Feelgoods, all I asked him was, "Are you guys gonna have chicken fingers there?" Because there was a menu. I don't know. I don't know about chicken fingers.
He does actually know about chicken fingers. Look at him. That bitch eats chicken fingers. I know he does.
I'm just saying. I was just asking him a question, and he scoffed at me.
He got snotty.
He did.
Mm-hmm. I saw this today, and this got my attention. And it's sad to say, according to this new study, we wake up in a bad mood 300 days a year.
300?
300 days a year. That's basically 5 or 6 days out of every week for the average American.
Oh, my gosh.
300 days a year. And I was like, that's sad.
It
really
sad.
is. I mean, 5 or 6 days out of every week, you wake up in a bad mood. And I got to tell you, honestly, the way you wake up and how you wake up is one of the most important moments of your entire day. It really does set the tone. And I think if you just did a little bit of tweaking in your mind, I want to let people know something to work on, because I have worked on this. I heard this once and it stuck with me, and it is a life-changing kind of principle. You have to bound out of bed excited for the opportunities you're going to see that day. Wake up with gratitude to be like going, I got another one. Let's go see what we can do with this day and make the most of it. And if you don't wake up with that kind of attitude, I think it really sets a bad tone for the entire day.
But you got to change your thinking, and if you are always negative, it's going to take a while to retrain your brain. But
it does.
It's something you have to work at every single day.
Yep.
Even looking in the mirror and saying things to yourself, this is going to be a good day. I know it sounds silly.
It's not going to happen in one day.
It does work, though.
And you'll have days where you'll miss it. But imagine right now, if 6 days out of every week you're waking up in a bad mood, if you could knock that down to 5 days a week. And then maybe in a year, you're at 4 days a week. You're gradually having a different approach. And I think your life, you'd be going, what? I'm overall a happier person.
And instead of focusing on all the stuff that maybe isn't going right, focus on the stuff that is. If you have your health, you don't even realize how lucky you are. If you're able-bodied, you are just given a gift.
I think sometimes, though, people who've never dealt with any kind of health problems or have never had anyone around them have health problems, they're not going to get that perspective. A lot of times they don't.
Yeah, you got to really look at the gratitude stuff and go down the list of things. Okay, I'm healthy. I have healthy children. I have a healthy husband. I'm doing good.
And a part of this, too, I think, is the kind of sleep people are getting. Like I said, I've really put a big importance and priority in my sleep, and it really has made a big difference in just my overall mood and attitude and the way I look at life and how I feel about life. They said that we're only getting 91 nights of full uninterrupted sleep a year.
Ooh.
91 out of 365 a year.
That's bad.
Yeah, and you really have to look at your environment that you're sleeping in. They say the temperature of the room being too cold or too hot is one of the top reasons we're waking up in a bad mood. So you got to get the temperature set right. You got to keep distractions away from you. If you need a fan or something like that to sleep, but just kind of set the whole thing up so that you are in that kind of cocoon, a nice dark room to sleep.
The perfect temperature clearly is 66 degrees.
Oh, that's too cold.
No, it's perfect. You get 3 big comforters. You're warm and cold.
You got to make like a little sanctuary. Make it so peaceful and so happy space and so safe and comfortable that you love being in it, and it makes you feel relaxed.
Yeah.
And that your mind can just ease into sleep.
That thunderstorm channel that I watch on YouTube, they have 2 versions of it. No, you can have it to where you see the lightning and the thunder, and they also have a blacked out screen, so you just get the sweet sounds of nature and thunder. Tell you what, it does help.
It does, yeah.
For some people, it helps.
Yeah.
You never pee the bed when you hear all that rain?
Never. No. No, but I do wake up. I have dreams a lot of times where I'm trying to pee, and I can't. I'm like, why can't I pee? I'm in the middle of class, and I can't pee, and it's because I wake up having to pee. It's weird.
So prioritize your sleep, get at least 7 hours a night, set up the environment for it, and then when you wake up, first thing, don't be like, be like, okay, here we go. I got an opportunity, and try to find something every single day to be excited for, a project or something you're going to be doing, and try to change that, because, man, that's just too bad. 300 days out of the year, people are waking up in a bad mood. Coming up here in just a couple of minutes, what would you rather have? Money or a chance to meet your biggest celebrity crush? Think about that. The celebrity you like the most, even. Maybe not even crushing on him, but just the celebrity that you love the most.
How much money are we talking about?
That's the question. Think of your favorite celebrity, and then how much would it take you to say, I'm going to take the money over meeting them?
Yeah, because the crush, I don't know if I'd do well with that one. I think I'd walk into a wall and spill stuff. I'd be too nervous.
Yeah. Okay, so think of who your favorite celebrity is on planet Earth, and then how much money would it take for you to actually not meet them? They're waiting in the other room. They're sitting there. They can't wait to meet you, talk with you, and take a photo with you, but I've got enough money to keep you from doing it. How much would it take? We'll discuss next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Billy Joel's in the next room.
Ooh, that's big.
He's just chilling. Now, you got a chance to go see him, and I've got the ticket that'll get you in the door. You get to hang out, have a conversation, and get a photo with Billy.
Question.
Yeah.
How long is this convo, and does anything go?
It'd be a little chit-chat. It'd be like, I mean, you can say whatever. I mean, he may not like what you say, so, I mean, it's all about how it's received by Billy.
Sure.
So you can try it, but yeah, I mean, you get a good 3 to 5 minute conversation and a photo.
Like a 5-minute conversation where he's engaged.
Again, it depends upon you.
Okay.
You may bore him, and he may be like, all right, can we hurry this guy out of here?
Okay.
That's all based on you. I'm just giving you the opportunity.
Got ya.
What you make with it is up to you. But I've also got $1,000 in another hand to say, you can take this instead. What would you rather take? The meet and greet ticket to go and chill with Billy Joel, get a photo, or would you take the $1,000 I got in the other hand, Jay Bird?
Billy Joel is about one of the few that I would not take the money. I'm gonna go see Bill. I have to go talk to him.
$1,000. Huh?
He's the one. I mean, since I was 6 years old, I could not imagine having intimate time with Billy Joel. And no, Virginia, I don't mean it that way. I don't mean it that way.
Billy, I'm here to service you.
I don't think that's part of the deal.
Kid, get up. Come on.
When I said meet and greet, it's MEET.
You know what I meant. I'm talking about just, 5 minutes of intimate time with him.
Oh, I know
That's
what you
not
mean.
I mean.
Okay, so you are,
For him, yes.
and there's even $5,000 or $10,000 would not.
Okay, now we're changing the game slightly.
$5,000?
Here's the thing I'll say. I did a meet and greet with one of my favorite artists, Ben Folds. And nothing against Ben Folds, but it was such a weird, awkward moment. And I kind of wish I didn't meet him.
A lot of times they don't want to be there. That's the thing. And it's very clear instantly when you're backstage with an artist that just wants to go to their trailer. Maybe they're tired. Maybe they're just been on the road. Maybe they don't want to meet a bunch of strangers and have their space invaded. They just want to go be peaceful.
And again, Ben Folds was not a jerk, but it was an awkward situation. So hey Ben, he's trying to do his set. It was uncomfortable. For $10,000 or even $5,000 tax.
$5,000.
Tax free.
I'm not gonna give you 10, 5.
Tax free, $5,000. I think I got to take the money on this one. $5,000 I got to take.
Okay.
Yeah.
That keep you from meeting Billy Joel?
If it's just a standard radio meet and greet, I'm taking the
This
money.
isn't standard. This is, he came up by and friend had him here and.
He's at Camille's Pizza.
No, he's in our conference room, just kind of chilling out.
He's at the conference room.
Yeah, that'd be it.
$5,000.
I'll take Billy.
Okay.
I'll take him.
Again, making it sound sexual.
Billy, lay down. This is only going to hurt for a minute.
I can be your uptown
Billy,
girl.
I'm here for our intimate moment. I'm going to take you now.
I'll take Billy again. I will.
Okay.
All right.
And again, I'm going to take you twice. Poor Billy. Better give him the money. Virginia, same deal. Mariah Carey, $1,000. You going to meet Mariah Carey? You're going to take the money.
That's a good one because I love her so much. I think I'm going to take the money, though. I don't think Mimi would be into a meet and greet. I just don't think she's about it. I don't think that she would be happy to meet me.
She wouldn't.
She'd be annoyed, and then it would be a bad experience. I've had bad experiences with quite a few celebrities.
Well, a lot of it's your fault. I can think of at least 5.
Okay, when I was drunk, I owned those. But there's also been other ones when I was stone cold sober that they just didn't want to be there. And I don't want to be with somebody that doesn't want to be with me.
Okay.
Does Billy want to be with me during this 5 minutes?
I mean, look at you.
Right. Don't you have to be so mean? I mean, do you have to be that mean?
I'm just kidding.
What do you think about Cardi B and $300?
Now you've made it interesting.
Cardi B or $300, Virginia?
I think I take Cardi B.
Really?
300 is not that much. And I think the story, can I take video? Can I take pictures?
Yeah.
Okay. I think it's worth 300 on the Soch.
I can video.
I think that would possibly, depending on what happens, go KVJ viral.
I can video Billy Joel.
Yeah. Well, he's keeping his pants on. I mean, again, I don't know what you're planning on doing with Mr. Joel.
I want to put it on you porn.
But yes, this is
Why
your
is
video.
Why does everything I say sound so dirty? I'm going to film Billy Joel.
I'm going to take this opportunity and then I'm going to film it.
Billy, don't go.
Okay, so you, on that case, you would take meeting the
Yeah,
celebrity.
I would. 300, Cardi. I'm going Cardi.
Okay. What about Leo DiCaprio and $400?
400.
400.
I've heard he is just super standoffish and just next level like ego.
He's that next level ego celebrity
Yeah.
where he's so out of touch with everything.
He would not be happy to meet any of us.
Okay. What about The Rock and $300?
Ooh, that's a good one too.
See, I feel like The Rock would give you a solid 5 minutes where you feel like it's just you and The Rock talking. He would be a good celebrity to do a meet and greet with.
I agree with the bird. I'm taking The Rock.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Keep your 300. I want The Rock.
He just does it right. Whether he wants to do it or not, he can. If he's faking it, he does it so great.
He's an actor.
Yeah, he's good.
He's definitely a good actor.
Beyonce and Jay-Z for $500.
Ooh.
It's either you choose to meet and greet with them or you take the $500 cash? What would you rather have?
Well, Jay-Z had me removed from a VIP area at Mint in South Beach.
Yeah.
What an
He
annoying
is-
name-dropping story. The
Yes,
whole story
I
is
know.
so... The fact that you were at Men's down in South Beach and that you're dropping Jay-Z's name, what an annoying
It is, yeah.
story.
It is.
I don't want to meet them. I just think that he definitely does not want to meet me.
Well, he probably doesn't remember. I mean, he's probably had so many different run-ins.
She's hard to forget.
Yes, true.
I do leave an impression, especially when intoxicated, and I definitely was.
So because of that reason, you would take the $500 instead of meeting Beyonce and Jay-Z.
all day.
I mean, to me, $500 is a good amount of money, and I would have to absolutely love the celebrity, like a Billy Joel level, for me to turn down $500. I don't really get that jazzed up meeting celebrities. In fact, that's one of when we have to interview a celebrity, I usually don't really like it that much, only because I know that most of the time they don't want to be here, and sometimes they do, and those are always the fun ones. But the ones that come off standoffish and they're doing it because they have to do it. It gives me a weird feeling. I don't like it.
Because you don't want to make somebody be around you when they don't want to be around you.
Yeah,
it's just basic and primal. Like, I don't want to feel awkward. You don't want to be here. Now you're making me not want to be here. Bye.
Yeah, something weird about people who don't like me. I don't want to be around them.
Yeah.
Well, for this is kind of a different scenario. This isn't like an obligation. It's like they're just there and you have the chance to go in. So it's kind of like,
They're neutral.
yeah, they're just kind of chilling. And so, hey, I'd be like, hey, I can give you this pass if you want to go in there and just, kind of hang out. They're just kind of in there chilling.
I got one for you: $500 or the head coach for the Buckeyes. And you get to have keto diet food with him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, you guys have a keto diet.
I'm not sure he's on the keto diet.
He feeds you keto-friendly Buckeyes.
Oh,
good
yeah,
call.
that's something. I would take the chance to just chat with him because I think that's I think where the cutoff is for really anybody, and he'd probably be at the top of my list. Anything more than $500, I think you got to take the cash. But the experience, I mean, honestly, I've kind of, the millennials have taught me a lesson. Everything's about the experience, and there is something to that. Because, I've spent so much stupid money on dumb things in my life that I don't even remember, but you remember experiences. So I think it's a good choice to always take the opportunity at the experience, unless it's something where it's like, that's just very irresponsible.
You are so right. You're
yeah.
so right.
Okay, Bret Michaels, lead singer of Poison.
Yeah.
You get to sit down with him for a solid 5.
Yeah.
You guys talk about hair. You guys talk about the whole thing.
Yeah.
You get $300. $300 or Bret?
I'm taking the 300.
Yeah, I'm
And
taking
my price tag would be 50 on that.
Bret
I think
Michaels,
everybody's got a price.
he is so
in fact,
nice.
you can name the celebrity. I'll tell you the price.
Okay.
You can go
50
around that way.
bucks. 50 is as low as you would go for Bret.
50 would be my going rate. Where it'd be like going, okay, you're gonna hang with Bret Michaels, or you're gonna take the money. At $50, I'd be like going, okay.
I'll take the money.
Anything more than $50, I'm gonna take the money. Yeah, $50, I'd be like, okay, I'll meet Bret for that.
It's bar money.
Yeah, that's basically what it is. That's worth it for me. How about Tom Hanks? Tom Hanks is just kind of chilling out. You can chill out with Tom Hanks, get some photos and all that kind of stuff. I'll put that at $700. $700. Would you take the chance, get to chill with Tom Hanks, just kind of have a little conversation, or $700?
I'm just riding so high, too, off the Mr. Rogers movie.
Yeah.
He was so good in it.
Oh, he's good in everything, Virginia.
But 700 is a lot. No, I'm taking the money.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, taking the money.
I
What
got bills.
I agree with the witch. I love me some Tom Hanks, but $700 tax free. I'm taking that. That's a good amount of money right there.
I'm happy for you that you want the experience. If I didn't have the bills, I would probably pick the experience.
Okay.
I just got so many bills. I'm putting on a new roof. Oh, it's awful.
I don't need to talk to Tom Hanks. I love him. I think he's awesome. But if I go through my entire life without Tom Hanks, I'm okay. $700. I buy so many snacks.
Yeah. Okay, how about this, Virginia? You're Catholic. The Pope or $1,000?
Kevin.
The Pope.
Oh,
The guy.
that's big.
The Pope or $1,000?
We love this Pope.
Yes. Oh. You have two choices. Either you can go chill with the Pope for a little bit in the other room, or I'll give you $1,000 and you walk away.
I mean, right there, you get the money right then and there.
I know. I got to pick the Pope, right?
You can't be that bad of a Catholic.
Jesus is listening.
Imagine it. Yeah. I mean, imagine that. I mean, your conversation.
St. Peter's listening.
St. Pete at the gate is like, so are you the chick that took the grand over meeting the Pope? Is that you? Because we've all been talking about you and waiting for a while to see you.
I can't have that on my resume.
I mean, you're a bad Catholic, but you can't be that bad.
Amen.
Right. Okay. Probably a good choice. Jaber was talking earlier about how he is into that show that A-Rod is on.
Yes. What's the name of that show?
And it started to like win him over. He's thinking differently about Alex Rodriguez now and what a nice guy he is. And it's where he's trying to like help people with their money issues and things like that because he's a financial guru because he has so much money.
Is it called Back in the Game?
Yes.
Okay.
It's really, really good. I in fact, that network, and I forget what network it is, they always have these really cool reality shows on there.
CNBC.
Yes, that's it.
It's on CNBC. Back in the Game.
He owns the whole steroid stuff. They do like a little intro show. Alex Rodriguez suspended for 162 games.
Yeah.
And he says, I didn't do it right. I lied. I made it worse. And he just did the one with Ryan Lochte.
Yeah.
And it was really good because I didn't know Lochte was so down on his luck when he lied in 2016. You know, about getting the whole gun to his face.
Right.
He lost pretty much all of his sponsors, and then he got his wife pregnant. They have another kid on the way, and they were living that rich lifestyle. And they had to go downgrade, and it's still such a nice house. And they're so, I can't believe I'm living in this place. Okay, buddy.
Come switch with me.
Yeah, such a nice house, and they're complaining about it. But he kind of got Ryan Lochte back on his feet again, and
Really?
Lochte owned it. He in the beginning of the episode, Lochte was still trying to say the media spun it one way, and A-Rod's like, dude, you lied, and just own that you lied, and just say you did, fall on the sword.
Yeah, it's really honestly the rehabilitation tactic. That's just what you need to do. Is you just got to own up to your stuff. The people who try to deflect and explain the way out of it.
Well, even as he's describing Lochte, he goes, yeah, so I was drunk, and there was this sign that was hanging down, and I sort of knocked it down. Like, you sort of knocked it down, Lochte. No, you ripped it off because you were drunk.
Right.
Just own it.
That's it. That's what it is. People are like, yeah, I messed up. Sorry. Gonna try to be better. So you're talking about that show, and Dennys was watching with Jaybird. They like to sit there and eat muffins.
Netflix and chill.
Yeah.
He's the best.
And so the conversation came up about, because if you know A-Rod, he's with Jennifer Lopez. And they're always, showing off their amazing bodies and doing all kinds of stuff. And they're always like going to the gym in Miami. And
she looks better than most 20-year-olds.
Yeah, she does.
She looks amazing. And she's 50, right? 50?
Yeah.
That's insane.
I know. Right. Well, she works at it. But
she does. She kills it.
She looks great. Dennys apparently didn't even really realize they were together. She thought that J-Lo was still with Mark Anthony.
I go, because he was talking about how he thought Alex Rodriguez, he's kind of likable. I don't know why he didn't like him. So I started telling him about the story because he doesn't know about sports. I go, you know who he's married to, right? Or who he's with? He's like, no. I go, he's with J-Lo. Oh, really? I go, dude, how many times have we talked about that during the Dirt of the Day and on the show?
So wait, no men in this room listen to my Dirt of the Day?
I don't think because I started quizzing him on just basic Dirt of the Day stories, and he didn't know a thing. I knew more than he did.
Really?
And I don't know nothing.
Damn, Dennys.
Where is Dennys? I want to give him a little pop culture quiz here. Let's see how well he can do here. I got 5 questions I'll give Dennys. How many do you think he could get correct out of 5?
5 questions about pop culture stuff.
Yeah.
I mean, based on the information we've just been given about J-Lo,
If he doesn't know that one,
I'm going to say he gets 3 out of 5.
3 out of 5.
You didn't know J-Lo and A-Rod were hooking up?
And,
I thought she was still with Mark Anthony. I didn't realize that they changed over. Well, he brought him up. I was like, is he with Mark Anthony?
This is my guy.
He just unplugged, man. I'm over here, off the grid.
that's it. Okay. All right, let's see how he does here. I'll give him 5 questions. These are ones that if you do listen to Virginia's Dirt and you are plugged into pop culture, they should be pretty easy. Pretty easy for you. Okay.
Right, come on, Denny.
Question number 1. Let's see here. Out of 5, how many will Dennys get right? What do you think, Jaybird? How many do you think you'll get?
Honestly, from last night, I don't know if he's going to get any.
Oh.
No, I was asking him some pretty basic Dirt of the Day questions, and he was really trying hard, and he was really getting them wrong.
I usually use the dirt, no offense, Virginia, to catch up on all my audio editing.
Damn.
Because it's a
See, that's the time I catch up on my sleep.
Yeah.
Oh! Oh,
It hurts.
so does the dirt. Oh.
So your final guess, Jay Bird?
I'm gonna go. I'll give him one. I will give him one. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to say that he's going to get 2 out of these 5. Okay, Denny's pop culture quiz here. How much does he really know? Denny's, what former American Idol star now has her own talk show?
His brain
I don't even know. I never watched American Idol.
Denny's.
Give us somebody.
Sanjay, what was that one guy's name?
Sanjaya?
It's like the only name I retained from that.
Sanjaya.
I don't even think I got it right either.
I forgot about Sanjaya.
Where's Sanjaya today?
That's right. He was terrible, and they kept on voting him in.
I think I heard about that.
Where is Sanjaya now?
It's Sanjay now, Kevin.
I don't even know his real name.
Oh my gosh. I want to know. Yeah, where is Sanjaya these days? Okay, 0 for 1. It's Kelly Clarkson.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
She's everywhere right now.
Does it make sense? Why does it make sense?
All right,
to
I don't
you?
know how she got famous. All right. I thought she was just a singer.
Can I change my answer that I think he's going to get 3 right?
You said 3?
Yeah.
Oh, mama.
Okay, question number 2, Denny's pop culture quiz. Jessica Biel is married to what pop singer?
Oh my gosh, they're in the dirt today.
Yep.
That means he definitely doesn't know it.
I just put a video up, so I wasn't listening to the dirt.
Oh.
Who?
Jessica Biel is her name?
Yeah.
She's an actress?
Seventh Heaven?
Yeah.
I mean, Seventh Heaven.
I never saw it.
Jessica Biel is married to what
I couldn't even
pop
tell you. I
singer?
don't even know who Jessica Biel. Who is it?
Genesis.
What's her name? I don't even know who that is.
Oh no.
Jessica Biel.
Hold on, it's Genesis Biel.
Jessica Biel.
She's actually married to Sanjaya.
Kevin, it's Sanjay.
Who's this woman married to?
That's Justin Timberlake. Yeah. It's kind of a big name.
Okay, I'm changing my answer now, too. It's definitely 0.
He's over 2.
Yeah, we're all going goose egg.
There's no way. If he doesn't get that.
I'm out of touch. I think the last time I was in it was maybe 2002. So
Okay, yeah,
a lot
so
has
it's-
happened since then.
A lot
I take it.
2002.
A lot has
culture.
happened since then. I take it.
Let me just try one more here. Let's see what happens with this. What pop singer was comedian Pete Davidson engaged to? Big pop singer.
This one I know because I did a joke about it. But that's the only reason I know that. It's Ariana Grande.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
Yes.
Maybe there's some. Okay. Maybe I punted too quick on this. Okay. Give him 1.
All right, that'll
I'll give him the last 2 then.
yeah.
I'll
Doing the
stick
work.
with this. Who plays Donald Trump currently on SNL?
Oh, jeez, man. I haven't watched SNL since Chris Farley was on that.
Oh boy, that's going back.
What were you, like 9?
Yeah, I liked the Adam Sandler, Chris Farley run, and then I never liked it after that.
That was my favorite run, too.
Yeah, I couldn't even tell you who was on that
It was
show
a good
after
run
that.
25 years
Yeah.
ago.
That's what I'm saying. I'm real outdated.
He doesn't. No, he does not watch any politics stuff at
Yeah,
all.
I don't watch nothing political. I couldn't even tell you.
No.
Give us
Adam
a,
Sandler.
Oh.
I know from that show.
It's not Adam Sandler on that one.
Who is it?
That one
Alex-
is Alec Baldwin. Alex
Alex Baldwin. Let Kevin do it. Stop.
Kevin pointed at me. He wanted help for some reason.
Why would you point at him?
You're right. No more pointing. Okay, and gosh, I'm gonna have to throw this question away and just come up with a new one on the dome because the one that I had was just way too easy.
It's too easy.
Okay, this 86-year-old country singer just stopped smoking pot.
Oh, jeez. That I'm tied into.
Okay.
It's gotta be Willie Nelson.
Yay!
All right. Yeah, we had to end on a positive. Okay, all right. I see. So we should have done celebrities who do pot.
Yeah, there you go.
This should have been Denny's pot culture quiz.
KVJ, dirt of the day. It's the KVJ, dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away. Cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Yeah, coming up in a second. I don't know if you guys saw it on social media, but Justin Timberlake had to apologize on social media to his wife What did he do?
Yeah, he screwed up.
He screwed up.
And Dennys, his wife is Jessica Biel.
Genesis, something like that.
Dennis Abiel. Before we get into that, Gabrielle Union met with NBC executives yesterday to discuss what happened with her firing from America's Got Talent and a toxicity that she believes has become normalized there in that workplace. She tweeted out, listen to this, they had a 5-hour meeting.
That's crazy.
With NBC executives. Have you ever been in a 5-hour meeting? I don't think I have.
Well, I mean, this is a big
hours?
deal. I mean, NBC is still dealing with the Matt Lauer stuff.
Right.
And now they've got this on top of it. They're just like, oh my gosh. I mean, what a toxic environment we look like if this continues to blow up in our face.
And the pylon is real.
Yeah.
Other judges like Sharon Osbourne came out and she said the same thing. Toxic, male environment. The men get raises. The women don't. The women are scrutinized.
Well, it's going to be real bad for Simon Cowell.
Yeah.
Because it sounds like a lot of it stems from him. You know,
And he's
Howard
the top-
Stern kind of endorsed it. Yeah, that he's creating this environment.
Yeah. And I mean, if other dudes are rolling over on him like Howard.
Yeah, there's going to be a big deal. SAG-AFTRA is launching an investigation.
But I heard them say it's a confidential investigation. They're going to do the investigation and then they're going to figure it all out, but they're not going to tell us what they've done.
I would assume there's going to be some kind of verdict that could penalize NBC or at least the show and could cause them some problems. I mean, otherwise, yeah, who cares?
But if you keep it like private, then you don't embarrass them, and the embarrassment is what people need to have the change. Why would they keep the whole investigation private?
I don't know. Good question.
Post Malone paid it forward. I love this. He went to this place where he used to work called the Chicken Express.
Oh, okay.
It's a restaurant in Texas, and he gave out free pairs of his new $59 Crocs to everybody.
Wow.
Employees, customers, fans that showed up because they heard about it. You get a Croc. You get a Croc. It's these new Posty Crocs. So check them out.
Okay.
And finally here, Justin Timberlake took to social media yesterday to address this unfortunate incident that the paparazzi caught and put out. Now, he was filming a movie. I believe it was in New Orleans that it happened. And he was caught holding hands with his co-star, a female co-star from the movie. They were out, they were drinking, they were laughing. And it looked in the photos like, what is going on? Is Justin stepping out on Jessica Biel?
Yes.
And so he, took to Instagram yesterday and wrote this whole big thing about how he had a lapse in judgment and he wanted to be clear that nothing happened between him and his co-star, and he blamed it on the alcohol. He said he should have known better. This is not the example he wants to set, so he fell on the sword and says that nothing happened.
Yeah, I mean, it sounds like that was kind of the way to handle it, though. He owned it and said that is not the example I want to set for my boy. And
how mad is Jessica Biel? I'd be like, really?
So mad.
Really?
Yeah.
Do I got to go on every movie set now? Is that how this has to shake down?
Sure, yeah.
I can't trust you.
French Quarter, cocktails are flowing, good times. Give me your hand.
And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
Few celebrity birthdays, and I'll call them celebrities because they listen to the KVJ Show. Happy 18th birthday to Trixie. Her real name's Trinity, but that's, I guess, kids and their Instagram nowadays. It's from Dad, Mom, Caleb, Adriana, Caden, and Callie. We all love her very much.
Aww.
And the KVJ and Dennys Show. That's from Joshua. Also wish my amazing daughter Victoria happy 18th birthday. We love you. Mom, Marcus, Jeffrey, and Preston. All good there. Got a birthday for your little celebrity? You can let us know about it. Mail at kvjshow.com. mail at kvjshow.com. Coming up here, Jaybird's got a friend, and now their kid is drinking coffee. Is that what's going on here, Jaybird?
Yeah, I wouldn't call him friend, but yeah, this kid pounds coffee.
Okay, how old's the kid?
Like 8 or 9.
Okay.
Rocco loves coffee.
He does.
I got to keep him away from it because I trick him and I give him decaf. Rocco will drink a whole damn cup of coffee.
Yeah, no, this kid, they give this kid
It's crazy.
They give this kid a full-on 7-Eleven black coffee. The kid loves it, and I mean, there's no decaf. It's the good stuff.
Wow. Is Rocco's cigarette still unfiltered?
He does not smoke.
Oh, okay. All right. We were just talking a second ago about the Justin Timberlake Instagram post that he put up apologizing publicly to his wife because he was seen on video holding the hand of actress Alicia Wainwright in a bar in New Orleans 2 weekends ago. Apparently he'd had a little too much to drink, and he called it a strong lapse of judgment.
At one point, like, her hand was on his leg, too. Paparazzi caught that.
Oh, they were so pumped to get all that.
But they did say he was very unsteady on his feet. He looked hammered. And the whole crew and cast was around them. So it wasn't just the two of them. It was like a whole thing.
Okay.
But still, you can't give the paparazzi that kind of meat.
Was it a continual hold? Somebody said if you look at the video, it looks like he's almost trying to get her hand away from, like, she was going someplace she shouldn't with hers. And so maybe that's part of what it was. And I was just thinking, now, if that were the case, and he is in a movie with this actress, and I don't know if they play love interest or not, if that's part of it, but could you imagine that having to go back on the set and the heat that he obviously has gotten from his wife?
It's going to be weird.
And if they are love interests in this movie and you got to try to maintain chemistry and kiss and all that kind of stuff, gosh, that is going to be really tough.
And I'm sure they're coming after this Alicia girl on social.
Sure, yeah.
I'm sure she is getting
People are not very forgiving when it comes to, I mean, look at what's going on with Angelina Jolie still. How many years after people call her a home wrecker and
Right.
all that stuff. So, yeah, people are not very kind to a person they think is trying to break up a marriage.
Yeah, you can't be holding hands with other people. You just can't.
Yeah, but seeing the video, that's what I'm wondering. Was he like sitting there and just they're holding hands like you would with somebody you're in a relationship with, or was it a still shot of him trying to really kind of take her hand and kind of move it away? Was she initiating the improper behavior?
I'm going to have to go back and find all those pictures because you know they're out there.
And even if that was the case, he still handled it the right way. You can't put her on blast and be like, look, I'm just this chick was like trying to grab my junk, and so I'm...
Right. You got to say, I was drunk. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just be like, look, just own it. It was a strong lapse in judgment. And, yeah, probably shouldn't have been, out getting hammered on the French Quarter with this chick. So, there you go. Well, Jaber, you're talking about kids drinking coffee. Is there a stigma about it? If you walked into a Starbucks and you see like a 5 or a 6-year-old, Rocco's 4, he loves coffee.
Loves it.
Would you be like, oh my gosh, what is going on here?
The kid is 8, and it's straight up black coffee from 7-Eleven. The kid loves it, and the mom gives it to him.
Yeah, I don't think it's really, I think what you're looking at, I think it's an old stigma that kind of used to be around. I remember when I was a kid, there was like this thing that I would hear, and I can't remember if I heard it from a mom or somebody else, but something about coffee would stunt a kid's growth. And so this whole stigma kind of started going around coffee, and kids can't drink coffee. They shouldn't. And maybe parents just created it because they didn't want kids drinking their coffee, but I don't think anything is ever true of it. I don't think there's any harmful effects that really come from it. And I know in some cultures, somebody texted and said, not an issue. Used to drink coffee as a kid in Colombia, but with milk. That's part of the breakfast.
Yeah, I think it's a very normal thing in a lot of Latin culture.
Yeah, because I really didn't. I've heard parents get mad about when the kids drinking coffee. You can't do that. That's why I was wondering, is it really that big of a deal? But the kid is drinking the straight up diesel.
Yeah, some kids do, yeah.
Loves the taste of straight up black coffee. I think it's the nastiest tasting thing ever.
I think there's just a lot of things in life. Either you attach to it or you don't. I am myself and my 11-year-old are the only 2 people in our family that don't drink coffee. And I had recently tried it again. Just be like, let me just give a run at it, because some people there's not a lot of things you can drink when you're doing the keto diet, and some people actually drink coffee with like butter in it.
I've seen that. It's not good. It is
I'm
actually
such a butter fan.
Oh, it's actually gross.
Well, the things that make coffee good are not good for you. It's the sugars and the creams and all that kind of stuff. Yeah, you whip it up enough, and I can choke down a coffee. But I tried it black. It's so disgusting.
It really
I don't
is.
know how it just doesn't take to me.
Okay, so you guys as parents are ruling this is not a big deal if the kid drinks a big old 7-Eleven black coffee once a day.
Nah.
I don't know.
I don't think there's any real big deal with it. I mean, from the cultural wise, anybody who's Hispanic, they're saying it's not a deal at all. And some people are texting in too, saying kids with ADHD, it benefits. They benefit from the stimulation in the coffee. So, if anything, I'm seeing that it might be good for certain kids.
But if you've got a normal kid, they do get more jacked up because Rocco, he likes the coffee taste, but he also likes the coffee feeling. He loves to just go buck wild.
Well, that's what I'm saying. When you gave me those 2 Cuban coffees, I felt like I could, move 3 mountains, and then I felt like I wanted to throw up and lay in bed for 3 days. I crashed hard.
Yeah, that might be something. If you're doing like an espresso for a kid and the kid's slamming those, that's an issue for an adult, much less a kid. And keep in mind, most kids are pint-sized.
Does coffee help people poop?
It's a stimulant, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it gets things moving.
All right, maybe the kid needs to get things moving. I don't know.
Yeah. So, but I think that I do remember as a kid, there was a stigma, if you're a gringo that was growing up north, that, I remember. I think you would have gotten some weird looks from moms back in my day if your kid was drinking coffee. Be like, oh, that's just terrible for them. They're not going to be able to grow.
What's the people saying in the texting? Are they saying, oh my gosh, you cannot give kids black coffee? Or
No one's got a problem with it.
Okay, look at that. Well,
Yep.
Kids, drink them if you got them.
Yeah.
Coffee, I'm sorry.
I don't see anybody that's like, man.
And we're not talking about White Claw.
Yeah. So that stigma, whatever it was when I was growing up as a kid, is completely over. So there you go. People have no problems with it at all. Coming up here in a couple of minutes, there is something that Virginia can do that no guy here on the show can. And I'm not talking about anything that has to do with the lady parts. I'm talking about there's a physical feat that apparently only women can do and men can't do this. It's as simple as just picking up a chair and standing upright.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There's more than one feat, by the way.
Yes, there is.
Oh, Smugs Bunny is out. Yeah.
Virginia, Jaybird is not very happy with me today.
I'm actually not happy with Dennys. I'm really not happy. Yeah, Dennys,
Okay.
Dennys is on the take with Kevin.
There's something that went down last night.
In fact, I'm actually mad at Dennys' wife.
There's something that went down last night, Virginia. It's called the Viral Chair Challenge. I'll explain what it is and how Jaybird fell victim to a little prank we set up for him last night. Coming up next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
Kind of an interesting physiological experiment. It's been around for a while. Maybe you've seen it, maybe you haven't. It's the now going viral as people are picking it up again. I think the first time this thing was kind of going around, you didn't have the social media like you do now. It's the Viral Chair Challenge is the name of it. Now, the challenge basically says that it's kind of interesting that women seem to be able to lean over, put their head against a wall, pick a chair up and bring it to their stomach, and then stand up straight, and guys can't. Kind of a weird thing. Now, the challenge starts by stepping back from a wall. Why don't you try it over here, Virginia? We got a chair for you. Maybe do it right behind Jaybird over there.
This is so insulting because I've already fallen victim to this prank, and you're acting like you're gonna make her. This is so dumb. You got me. You got me yesterday. You had a whole team. You recruited Dennys. Dennys recruited his wife. I was excited because there was a video being in. They got me involved. Jen never gets involved in this stuff. And I was so excited. I was the perfect victim. The perfect thing. And plus, I left all my soda at Denny's house. So the whole time I'm walking to Denny's house with Chewy, I'm going, I hope all that soda's still. Like my mind was so
you're
wrapped up in
preoccupied about soda.
Yeah. So.
Yeah.
Wait, what do you mean you left all your soda?
I brought a big trough of soda to Denny's house like 3 days ago, and I left it there. And I ran out of soda at my place. I was so dehydrated. I'm like, I cannot wait.
You can't have water?
I can't.
Yeah, it is.
It comes out the tap. You're dehydrated, so you go for a walk?
I wanted to. I'm really into Canada Dry right now, and Denny's refrigerator is so much colder than mine. So when I drink it, it just it hurts so good in my throat from Dennys refrigerator.
Yeah.
So I leave my soda there when we're working on stuff.
Okay.
It's a whole thing.
Do you have your refrigerator like volume cranked up?
I have a crappy refrigerator.
Oh, okay.
I've had people look. It's just a crappy refrigerator. Yeah, it is
tough. Well, I mean, really, I think the challenge is real, but we put a little bit of a wrinkle on it because the challenge starts by you stepping back from a wall about 3 full lengths of your foot. You bend over from that spot, putting your head against a wall, and then from there, you lift a lightweight chair up from underneath you to your chest. And at that point, you're supposed to be able to stand upright. Now, for some reason, women can do it, but men can't. Now, that was all legit. But we put a little bit of a wrinkle in this when we had Jaybird do it. So he goes over to Dennys last night, getting the soda, and Dennys introduces him to this viral chair challenge, and his wife Jen is there, and she demonstrates.
Oh, they're in the middle of it. And Jen was excited. I was excited. Oh, this is fun. They're asking me to be part of their activity.
Yeah. And
For once, you're the third wheel they want around.
All right, you don't have to be so mean.
so she does it with no problem, but here's the little bit of the wrinkle, and maybe you can see into this is, the video's posted, you can watch it, but the thing that Jaybird didn't notice was Jen was leaning over and putting her head against a door. So here's the little wrinkle of the viral chair challenge we put into it.
Do I swear?
Instead of wall,
believe so.
it's door.
Okay. Just making sure I don't swear.
Okay.
Chest.
Okay, there's Jen.
And now stand straight up.
Dennys' wife
Boom.
is
Women
able to
can
do it.
that. They can lift the chair.
No problem.
Men can't do that because we lack that muscle. We don't carry children. All right. So Bert, put your head against the door.
So what? I don't have what muscle?
It's in your back.
Yeah.
It's a back muscle.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then lift the chair to your chest.
Yeah, to your chest. And the door opens.
Oh my gosh! I'm serious, my balls. I hit the corner of the chair went right into my left nard. The one you shot with a paintball.
Oh, hasn't that thing been through enough?
Oh my gosh, if that thing could talk.
Can we get a cast for it?
Yes. So that was the little wrinkle we put in the viral chair challenge there. You can go and do that.
You have to have a whole team for this. It was Jen, his wife, her best friend Brittany. Dennys is involved.
Yeah.
You need 3 people.
It took a couple people for this one.
It was a crew to kind of get this thing going. Yeah, but it is rather interesting. Virginia, for real, I mean, it is like a real viral challenge. And, they've even asked scientists. Dennys gave his own great plausible explanation for what it is. Guys don't have a back muscle. But scientists, they've got some different theories on why this could be the case. One involving varying centers of gravity for the different genders. That apparently maybe with the women's hips or something like that, they have a lower center of gravity, and that enables them to do this. The other theory has to do with men having larger feet. So they need to walk further away from the wall to reach the required paces. So what you do is go over to the wall, Virginia.
Okay.
And you'll do 3 full lengths of your foot. So you put your toe against the wall, and then you'll put the other foot to your heel. And then you go so you get 3 full lengths. You'll be stepping back from the wall. Dennys will hand you the chair. You then take the chair, bring it up to your stomach, and then you stand upright. And you should be able to do it. From the challenge videos I've seen, every woman was able to do it. No guy could. See if this is legit. Okay, so you lean over, put your head on the wall, and then you lift the chair to your stomach. You lean back, and can you stand up? Can Virginia stand up? Oh, okay.
I struggled.
She did struggle.
It's because she's old.
And I have a penis.
That was weighing you forward. Okay, let's see if Jaybird can do it. Virginia did struggle, but she was able to do it. Is there something legitimately to this, or is everybody on social media just trying to jack with us? Okay, you got to pace it off with your feet. All right, Dennys, demonstrate what he does there. Okay, put your toes to the wall. No. Put your toe to the wall. Yeah, and then you take the toe of your other foot back to your heel. There you go. 3 full foot lengths back.
He's still not doing it right.
Yeah.
I can't imagine why. You're breathing over me like I owe you money or something. Let me be.
Well, listen to the instructions.
Oh my God.
Oh, he's an Angry parking cone.
It's a little tough when you've got a witch in your ear.
Angry parking cone today.
All right, okay, yeah, it's toe to the wall there, Jaybird. And the other toe back to the we're actually struggling
It
with
looks
that
like
part
a
of it.
dinosaur wearing flip-flops. When he walks backwards. Can you imagine a T-Rex in flip-flops?
All right, he's getting angry, Virginia. Okay, here we go. Yes, now you lift the chair up to your chest. Okay, now stand up. Can't move your feet. Yeah. That's crazy, isn't it?
That is crazy.
That's a weird little scientific phenomenon.
That is tough.
Yeah. Apparently, guys cannot do it. And so many people, because it looks so easy, because a woman does it like no problem. A lot of the videos that I've seen, they just go phew, and stand up like it's no big deal. And, us dumb men are like going, wait, I'm
stronger.
I can do that.
I'm a man.
I feel like I could have done it, but I did move my feet so slightly. You can't move your feet, correct? If you move your feet,
Yeah, that's
operation's over.
Yeah, you can't. You got to just
Yeah, your
stand
feet
right
can't
up.
move.
Yeah, because I think that has to do something
That's
with
part of
the
it.
center of gravity. That's at least, one little thought on it.
This is kind of twofold painful because I didn't even see this on the internet. If it's this popular, shows you how plugged in I am.
Well, it's been around for a while. It actually goes all the way back to a scene in the TV show All in the Family. Scene with Gloria. That's all the way
my
back
gosh.
in the 70s. Yeah.
That's way old.
Yeah, because Denny's like, I had never heard of this before. I'd never seen that. It shows a little bit before my time.
So Dennys came to you with this idea, and then what? You, as the mastermind, go, I know who we should do this on. Yes, Jaybird.
No, I gave it to Denny's, and I'm like, hey, make sure Jaybird falls in through a door. And
Yeah, my drama teacher, we did this every year. It was part of her challenge in high school. Was she would get the biggest guy in the class and the smallest girl, and she'd make him do that challenge right there, and the guys could never lift the chair.
yeah, so
Couldn't do that anymore today. You get sued.
yeah, apparently this is just kind of like recircling. He's been around for a while. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, I'm 53 years old, and this was around when I was a kid.
The twist, the wrinkle is you do it on a door, so you can open the door and trick the person.
Then they fall.
And then y'all laugh at him.
You played me like a puppet, Dennys.
This one hurts.
If you would like to see Jaybird doing the viral chair challenge where he falls through the door, it is posted up on all of our social media. Go to our Facebook.
Oh,
look
it's
it on
it's
YouTube.
everywhere.
It's everywhere. It's on Twitter. All that kind of good stuff.
Big ups to Jen for the assist.
Yes.
Yeah, part of the disguise.
Yeah, she
Yeah.
really, you couldn't even see it. Like, because I was talking to Denny's about this as we were kind of like talking about how to execute. I'm like going, well, we can't let Virginia know because she'll blow it. but Jen, yeah, just man.
Yeah, and the tie-in with the class.
Oh, yeah, no, it's on.
Oh, it's on, huh?
The Durs are going down.
Okay. I'm sure they're scared. All right, coming up here in just a second, Dennys isn't done with the comedy. He's got another round of the joke jury. That is coming up for you next on the KVJ Show. Oh, yeah. Boy, Denny's just full of it. He's just bringing the comedy here today. He's got a funny little prank video that's posted up.
Quite the jokester.
He is quite the jokester today. He's been writing jokes. He's got comedy, all kinds of stuff.
He's been walking around with his chest puffed out.
Oh, yeah, for good reason. A very successful day here so far for Denny's.
He loves to puff.
He does.
Yes.
Puffy jacket.
Yeah, you do. All right, we got another round of producer Denny's joke jury here. Myself, Virginia Jaybird, we are on the joke jury. His job is to try to get us to crack up and laugh. All right, he's got to try to eliminate all of us from the joke jury. Okay, here we go with joke number one.
What do you call an 1800s murderer who turned exotic dancer?
1800s murderer that turned exotic dancer. I don't know. What do you call him, Denny's?
Jack the Stripper.
Jack.
It's clever. You know I love murder comedy.
Oh, yeah.
Jack the Stripper.
Joke number two for you guys. What do bakers get if they receive all A's in school?
What do bakers get if they receive all A's in school? I don't know. What do they get?
The honor roll.
Oh, okay. Right?
Little bread humor for you guys.
I love bread and I love humor, but I hated that joke.
I hear ya.
Yeah. First one, a doozy.
Third joke for you guys. Why did the broken computer keyboard start doing drugs and partying?
I don't know. Why did it?
Because he lost control.
Oh, yeah. See?
Pretty rough.
Come on, right? Right? Come on.
Lost control, losing the room.
All right, joke 4 here.
I see you guys like the stripper comedy. I'll try to bring that back
The
around.
dirty stuff works with this room.
It does.
How about why won't a tetherball ever leave the world of stripping?
Okay, why won't a tetherball ever leave the world of stripping? I don't know why.
Because they can't get off the pole.
Yeah, right? It's tetherball.
I can't tell. Are you guys laughing or are you consoling him?
Kind of half.
It's half and half.
I can't tell what's going on.
You ever see such a nurturing room? You can't go to the Improv and they do this. Yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, it's good effort. Yay. All right. Fifth and final joke here in the joke jury.
What did the porn star say after her brainstorming session?
Porn star say after a brainstorming session. I don't know. What did she say?
I like where your head's at.
Oh. All right. Okay. Hey. Yeah. Number one joke.
There you go.
That was a doozy.
First one
with it.
crushed.
Yeah. Well, it's just, typical of the show here. There's some stuff you love and probably more stuff you hate.
I know it's coming.
You know what's coming, yes. Oddly enough, we seem to ramp up the comments right after the joke jury.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
That sucks. That sucks. That stinks.
You hate us, you hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Yeah, I took a dump this morning that was more interesting than you, Kevin. And shut the F up about your stupid keto diet. Nobody cares. All I want for Christmas is to beat the boring out of you.
You hate us, you hate us. You hate the KVJ show.
Tell that pelican-faced Virginia she's a stuck-up moron. I saw her up close at Blue Martini. She's not attractive, and she dresses like an old woman trying to be young.
Damn.
You hate the KVJ show.
Jason, you need to give up radio. You have zero talent for the business, bro. You're so unfunny and your songs are crap. You're just fat and a stupid loser, just like your obese dog, Chewy.
Come on.
Dennys looks like his crotch smells like stale Doritos. Why do you let that mumbling idiot speak on the air? He's easily the worst radio personality ever, except for Jaybird.
How'd you get a double dinger there?
And Chewy's never mind. I'm not gonna be offended anymore.
It's just hate, baby. Well, an hour ago, we gave producer Dennys a pop culture quiz. Apparently, the only questions he could get right about pop culture were the ones having to deal with pot.
Aww.
So we found out, he really does not know a lot.
He doesn't. He's got to do
when it comes to the dirt, at least.
For the
He
dirt.
knows a lot of other things. You're talking about horticulture, oddly enough. He knows a lot about that. Worm farms, he's got it. He's got a wide array of knowledge. But you know what? He may be the person that listens the least to the dirt. But he's very busy during the dirt.
I don't know about that.
You think it's competition between you two?
They're gunning for it.
See, I thought I had decent pop culture knowledge until I saw this list from IMDb, which you know, right?
Yes.
I mean, they're kind of an authority when it comes to movies.
Credible.
Yes. So they had the 10 biggest stars of 2019. These are actors, actresses, whatever. 10 different names. I knew in the last year 3 projects that these people had done. Only knew 3 of the names out of the 10. I'm just kind of curious how you guys would do on this.
Oh, I'm going to crush Virginia.
I'll give you the name. Now, here's the thing. It's not whether or not you recognize the name. Like, oh, I know who that is. You have to tell me what project they did in 2019 that put them on the list. This, according to them, are the 10 biggest stars of 2019.
Okay.
10 biggest stars. This is what IMDb says were your biggest stars, and that's talking about, take music out of it. This is, in film and TV. Okay. Virginia, Brie Larson. Why is she number 1 on the list of the 10 biggest stars of 2019? What's the project?
Avengers movie.
Partial. That's half. Avengers Endgame that she had an appearance in. What was the main reason why she's number 1? What was that movie called?
Avengers 2?
Electric Boogaloo.
Electric Boogaloo? Am I close?
Not on that one, no. Yeah, you got the Avengers Endgame. It's Captain Marvel.
Oh.
Captain Marvel.
I wanted to steal it.
Yeah.
I want to crush Virginia in this game. You're going down, Nikki.
Okay. Virginia missed her first chance. You each get 5 here.
I don't get a half a point?
Captain Marvel was really the big one.
I mean, everybody knows that.
Yeah.
Come on, Virginia.
Okay, Jaybird, yours is Erin Moriarty. Erin Moriarty, what was the project she did in 2019 that she is number 2 on the list of the 10 biggest stars of 2019?
Yeah, crush it, Lippy.
Yeah. Erin Moriarty, what is that project?
I thought Aaron was a dude, first of all. Until Kevin said she. She was in... Halloween?
No. The Amazon show The Boys.
Boys.
Erin Moriarty.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. All right, these are the 10 biggest stars of 2019.
Biggest?
10 biggest stars, yes, according to IMDb. Virginia Amelia Clark, her big project is?
Game of Thrones.
Okay.
I mean...
That's the one I knew. That's one of the ones I knew.
I don't even watch that show.
Give it some softballs over there to Sinicki.
Do you know her other movie that put her on the list?
Bird.
It was a movie, yeah.
Bird.
Yep.
Do you know it?
I don't.
Solo.
Solo.
So no.
She was
So
in,
no.
She was in Solo.
Not in 2019.
Is that 2018?
It wasn't last year.
Gosh, it's all going so quick, baby.
It's Last Christmas.
She was in it Last Christmas?
She was in Last Christmas.
Oh, she was in the movie Last Christmas, or she was in Solo last
Oh my God, you're making my head hurt. Stop. People are yelling at their radio.
Oh, so what? That happens every morning, by the way.
Okay, next one here. This is number 4 on the list. Jaybird. How about Naomi Scott? What project did Naomi Scott do in 2019 that put her on the list at number 4 of the 10 biggest stars of 2019?
She's on HBO's Succession.
HBO Succession. No, Jasmine from Aladdin and Charlie's Angels.
Oh.
I wasn't done. Yeah, and Charlie's Angels.
Okay, Virginia. Dockery Montgomery.
I wouldn't know Dockery if he walked in here and slapped me.
Yeah. He's
don't-
number 5 on the list, 10 biggest stars
10 biggest.
of 2019. Billy from Stranger Things.
Okay.
And one more just to prove my point, Jaybird. Zachary Levi.
Zachary Levi.
What was the project he did in 2019 to put him at number 6 on the list of the 10 biggest stars?
Well, he did It Too. He also did a reality show on MTV, one of the Young Bucks. They call he's kind of like he's like the modern day Brat Pack.
You're just making stuff up.
That's better than what I was doing.
Shazam and Rapunzel's Tangled Adventure. That put him at number 6.
Wow.
You also had Rosa Salazar at number 8. And the other ones you know, but maybe not the projects. Margot Robbie. I forgot she was in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. So.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's part of the top 10 list. I'm like going, wow, I really don't know anything about what happened in 2019. If that's IMDb's list of the biggest stars of 2019, what did I do all year?
Crushing it in the gym, bro.
Yeah.
It's the KVJ dirt of the day. It's the KVJ dirt of the day. Virginia, take it away, cause you know we need that dirt of the day.
Well, coming up in a second in your dirt, I'll tell you what Jason Derulo did that got him kicked off of Instagram. What did he do? It's very scandalous, and it's certainly the talk of social media. Facebook, kicked him off. Not Instagram. Facebook kicked him off. Before we get into that, this is kind of bizarre. So Rob Lowe is talking about the dead celebrity that wanted his chin. Here's Rob Lowe talking about Michael Jackson wanting his chin.
Michael Jackson wanted his chin.
You like factoids. I was told that Michael Jackson in 1983 went to the plastic surgeon and asked for my chin.
Oh, I bet. Did you know Michael Jackson, the older?
I mean, if you put a little side by side up, I'm just saying, a little creepy. I met him a number of times.
Wow.
And he stared at my chin.
Yeah.
Every time.
Crazy. Every time he met Michael Jackson, Michael just stared at his chin. That's so bizarre.
I wonder, did he really get his chin after Rob Lowe?
I don't know. It sounds legit. I believe Rob.
Does that work? Virginia knows so much about plastic surgery. Can you go in and do they have that, like a mold in a sense of celebrity body parts that you could be like, I want her breasts. I want their cheekbones.
Every surgeon is like a sculptor.
Okay.
And there is no mold. So you have to get a good surgeon that knows what they're doing and can try to replicate the shape, the lines, the whatever of Rob Lowe's chin. It would be tricky if you didn't have a really experienced guy.
There was, I've seen it before where there's people that try to look like a celebrity. I think there was that one dude trying to look like Britney Spears. Remember that story?
Oh, yeah, it's real.
Yeah, there's another one that wanted to look like Kim Kardashian. They do everything. Angelina Jolie's the other one.
They have so many of those people that go, and they're on that show Botched. You ever watch Botched?
I can't watch it.
Oh, I love that show. It's so good. Botched is awesome. In other news, Willie Nelson, we told you yesterday, was giving up smoking. And now we actually have audio here for you of him talking about it. This is Willie on Smoking Pot.
I have abused my lungs quite a bit in the past, so breathing is a little more difficult these days. And I have to be careful. I've mistreated myself since I was this big. I started out smoking cedar bark and went from that to cigarettes to whatever. And that almost killed me. I don't smoke anymore. I take better care of myself today than I did then.
Cedar bark. I mean, how old is Willie Nelson?
That's all they had.
Is he 300?
Yes. He was born before tobacco.
Yeah. Cedar bark?
Post Malone has a new collaboration with Crocs, and they're going to be on sale starting December 10th. You can grab Post Malone Crocs for $59. And he went to the place where he used to work, the Chicken Express in Texas, and gave out free pairs yesterday.
Oh, how about that?
Aww. And finally here, Jason Derulo put a picture up on Instagram and Facebook. And apparently it got kicked off for violating the platform's community guidelines on nudity and sexual activity. Now, he's wearing drawers, but you can kind of see exactly what's going on underneath them. And
It's offensive, Kevin.
it's monstrous. I mean, Jason Derulo, what are you eating?
You have to check that at an airport.
Whoa.
I mean, my goodness.
That's a lot.
It needs its own seat.
It does.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you can go find the picture, they've taken it off of Instagram and Facebook, but I'm sure you can find it other places. Jason Derulo underwear. And that's what's going on in your Dirt of the Day.
Responses are ranging here. Charlie has a little problem. He has an ex-girlfriend that apparently is hooked up with his dad and broke up his parents' marriage. He's a little upset with dad. His mom is like saying, don't talk to your father anymore. He doesn't deserve your affection or attention. So Charlie is trying to figure out what should he do. Should he listen to his mom and abide by her wishes and just cut dad off, disown him, never talk to him again? Should he not talk to him for a certain amount of time? Is that a disownable offense? One of the texts that we got said, yes, definitely disownable offense. Dude doesn't care about anybody. Dad broke vows, bro code, and father-son trust.
It's tough, man.
Real tough.
That is a lot. He did hit up a lot there. Then on the other side of it, somebody texted in and said, what a crybaby bitch. He should high-five his dad. Yeah, you get a girl half your age. What a crybaby. Wah, took my ex-girlfriend.
The person who sent that
made my mom sad.
The person who sent it's a maniac, Kevin.
They're an animal.
They're a maniac.
It's an interesting perspective here for you, Charlie. Somebody texted in. They said, sorry for being an opportunistic bee, but don't disown your dad. When he croaks, you want to make sure you get something out of his estate. The people who disown parents have financial stability for the rest of their lives. They don't need to care about their parents or need their money.
Sometimes, though,
most of us do.
You get hurt so bad, you're so scorned. I don't know if the money ain't going to matter to you if you're that PO'd.
But just be careful about making a line in the sand and a declaration, because in 20 years, maybe you guys can patch it up.
Yeah, you guys can tell stories about, oh, yeah, I took her here. Oh, I took her there.
I took her everywhere.
Yeah.
She's loose.
It's an interesting story, too. Somebody texted in and said, yeah, my son emancipated himself at the age of 16. 3 years later, at the age of 19, we finally worked it out. It was all over a girl.
Wow.
And it didn't work out.
See?
But we missed a lot of valuable time. 3 years in his teens that happened.
I bet they wanted to kill that girl.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But I mean, we're talking dad, though. Dad taking your ex, that is rough.
It's rough.
Mm-hmm.
But it's probably not going to work with dad and your ex. It's just not. So give it time. Let this thing play out. Don't talk to him until he's no longer with her. But then when he's no longer with her in a few years, maybe try to patch it back up. He's your dad. You only get one.
Somebody texted and said, I think disowning needs to be only because of continued toxic influence in your life. Hurts and transgressions can be forgiven in time, but if it's somebody that continues to pour toxicity into your life, that would be when you would consider disowning a parent or a child. But not until then.
Especially, what if you loved that girl and she's the one that broke up with you and now she's with dad?
Oh. And Randy just knows what to do.
I know he does. Damn it, he's that good.
Yeah. Thomas is on here from Port St. Lucie with a story. This is kind of going on in your own life, Thomas?
Yeah. So I had a situation where my brother actually walked in the room while my mom was having the affair.
Ooh.
And so I didn't know about it because I was too young.
Mm-hmm.
My parents just told me that they fell out of love.
Okay.
But once I got a little bit older, my brother actually told me about it, and I went to go confront my mom about it.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't mad at her or anything. I just wanted to talk to her about it, but she kind of started getting upset with me, and I guess she thought I wasn't going to love her the same anymore, so she started getting upset, started telling lies, basically, and said that my dad was the one that did it, and it wasn't her.
Oh, wow.
But
Spun it around.
Huh?
She spun it around on you.
Yeah, she spun it around. My brother and my dad told me, though, that, that's not how it actually went.
Mm-hmm.
They told me, the whole story. They went in, details and everything about it. And I was like, oh, okay. So, again, I went back to my mom and was like, look, listen, I'm not mad. But, again, just started, getting mad about everything. And I was like, you know what? We're kind of done for a while. I'm not gonna even talk to you for a little bit,
Yeah.
Because even though I wasn't the one and I was trying to talk to you, you tried to turn everything on my dad and everything. You tried to lie about it. So
Yeah, well, you get caught up in the middle, and sometimes you ever have something with somebody you're close with, and you're never going to see eye to eye on it. And every time you bring it up, it just turns into this whole mess of we're back where we started from. We're never going to get past this issue.
Well, it sounds like you just wanted to talk to her, and then she got defensive.
Yeah.
That right there
A lot of
tells
people do.
you that she felt the guilt of it.
Yeah.
And she wanted to put it on your dad or somebody else.
Well, I mean,
But a defensive thing tells you right there that she
yeah.
was probably the one that was causing all the trouble.
And if you're tight with your siblings and you guys are having no nonsense about this kind of stuff and you're keeping it real with
and
them,
you guys are talking.
you're going to believe your brother or sister.
Mom's yelling. She's all upset.
You'll always believe your sibling. If you're tight with them like that.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of wonder, with Charlie's situation, if he actually did talk to his dad, would his dad be going, yep, you know what, your ex was hot and I just couldn't resist myself? Or would dad have some story about you have no idea what it was like with your mother and it was
I don't care. Go find
Yeah.
another person.
I know.
There's so many people out there. You got to go Mac on my ex, dad.
Yeah. We got Melissa here from Miami Lakes. She has got a thought for Charlie. Yes, hello, Melissa.
My blood is boiling on this one because I actually was dating someone that my son did not like, and I was a single mom.
Okay.
And in the end, it caused a lot of frictions, and my son stopped talking to me. I'm no longer with the guy because I realized he was an idiot. But now my relationship with my son is strained. Here's my take on this. First of all, Charlie broke up with a girl. The girl is not Charlie's property. She is free to date whomever she wishes, including his father. Second of all, Charlie has no idea what really went on behind closed doors between Charlie's mom and dad.
Mm-hmm.
This has nothing to do with Charlie. Nothing.
That's not true.
Stop being selfish.
That's not true at all.
Yes.
That's not true. I'm sorry. If my dad started dating my ex-girlfriend who I had feelings for, who I loved and had a relationship with, that is jacked up and messed up. And I don't care what
May I say something?
You may.
I say something?
Mm-hmm.
Here's the thing. You can love her as much as you want. She didn't want to be with you, Jay Bird.
No,
so move on.
Your dad's
and move on.
Your dad's a pig. Your dad's a pig if he does that to you. Your dad is a pig if he does that to his kids. Sorry.
Really?
Yeah,
Because your
really.
Dad isn't allowed to, your dad isn't allowed to have love? Is that the whole thing? So when you have children, Jay Bird, and God forbid it doesn't work out with your spouse, you're no longer able to date anybody, and you can't find love. Is that what you're telling me?
No, I'm telling.
No.
I'm telling you this. You can absolutely find love as long as it's not with my dad. And if you can't see that that's so Jerry Springer, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, it's like the bro code.
She wants to yell at me some more.
Okay, go. One more quick. Go ahead. One last punch here, Melissa. Go ahead.
Yeah, defend this terrible behavior.
Here's the deal.
That
relationship has nothing to do with Charlie and your dad, to do with you. The same way you tell your father, mind your business if I'm fighting with my girlfriend or I want to get married or whatever, is the same thing you and Charlie need to do with your parents. They're none of your business. You may not like it, you may not approve of it, but it ain't none of your business. Put your big boy pants on and man up.
Okay, all right. Love your passion, Melissa.
I do not, actually. I respectfully disagree with you, and I think you're very, very wrong.
I think what she's saying...
She's still yelling, by the way.
Oh, no doubt. Yeah. She's saying, okay, well, do you interject yourself? Now, first of all, Dad's breaking the bro code. And, this is something where this could happen where a parent sucks you into their... I'm sure divorcing parents all the time try to suck their children into the middle of it.
Sure.
And that's what Charlie's mom is trying to do because it's his ex-girlfriend that Dad had the affair with. And she's like going, okay, this really affects you too. This isn't just, we're not just your parents. This isn't just our marriage. This is your ex-girlfriend that's causing all this. So you are involved in this fight.
Of course. What that lady was talking about is insane. What is she? It doesn't involve you anymore. Of course it does.
Oh, yeah. But I love people like Melissa. Thank you very much. Yes, Melissa is crazy.
Aww.
Virginia.
Love it, but,
So this is when you choose to be quiet, when you let a crazy woman go in on me?
I just like when you get yelled at.
Yeah. Like the woman was insane.
Yes. Okay. All right. Interesting stuff on that. I think what a lot of people are saying is that, putting disown, it's such a permanent word, and it doesn't need to be that.
Right.
But yes, it is time for a timeout with Dad.
Absolutely.
Dad needs to understand that you're not happy with him, Charlie. You can definitely create some distance right now and support your mom in all this. In a sense, yeah, you are taking sides because... Yeah, Dad can love whoever he wants. Who knows why the marriage broke up? But you don't go after your son's ex. You just don't. I'm sorry. It's just off limits when it happens. Unless he gets the approval from Charlie, it's off limits.
It's not even an argument. Anyone that would defend that is out of their mind.
Randy is so delicious. I can see why your exes would want him.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it, I can see it too.
Yes. All right. If this wasn't dysfunctional enough for you, we've got some misconnections coming up.
All right.
Oh, yeah, baby. Time to look online to the seedy underbelly of South Florida. What are people looking for? Well, I know one person's looking for the naughty reindeer experience. We'll hear about it next.
Get the info on everything that's going on with us at kvjshow.com.
I love how we get seasonal themes when it comes to the misconnections that you typically find online and Craigslist in particular. Because
dirty knows no holiday.
Well, they bring it all in. They morph filth into whatever's happening in life. And I like that. I appreciate that. They like to keep it seasonal. Here's somebody that is looking for the naughty reindeer experience.
Ooh.
Oh, yes. It is a bisexual male seeking anyone under 50.
Okay, that leaves it wide open, guys.
It pretty much does, yes. A lot of places you can go with this. The post says, if this piques your interest, I got my antlers, I got my little red nose, I got my jingle bells out, and they're ready to be tampered with. Now I just need you to take charge and ride me like a sleigh. I love role-playing as Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Naughty cosplay always turns me on. Just so you know, this Rudolph wants to play some reindeer games with you. As long as we're both naked while we play these reindeer games, I will be ready. Check me out in the Fort Lauderdale area until the 21st of December. I'm staying at a motel near the airport.
Not that it was appetizing before that last line, but...
That finally got you the motel at the airport.
Oh, and I almost forgot. I have a saddle, so you can ride this reindeer all night long.
Wow, I gotta tell you got honey in your voice today, brother.
Well, that speaks to me. If I've got any open days, I might just have to see what's going on with that ad.
Yeah, when do they leave? How long are they in town?
Got till December 21st.
Okay, motel by the Fort Lauderdale Airport.
Yes.
If you're flying out of town, you can pop in.
Motel.
Anyone bored for the holidays? That's the question someone's asking here. Got a little free time? Are you a swinger? A young male? Well, someone is looking for you. This post says, I cheated on my husband with 3 different men this past Thanksgiving.
Oh
And
my gosh, 3?
3, yes. I'm the one who got stuffed.
Oh my gosh.
Well, guess what? My hubby actually wants me to do it again for Christmas.
Oh.
You see, I'm a bored housewife, and my husband can't satisfy me, and he knows it. We live in Boca, and we are all about that swinging lifestyle. Our house is decorated like a true life winter wonderland. We're looking for a male between the ages of 18 and 24.
Aren't we all?
I'd want you to wear our Santa suit while you rock my body. My hubby will be wearing the elf outfit.
Oh, that's not creepy.
See, I want my hubby to feel like he's powerless in that elf costume as you take control of me in that powerful Santa suit. So who wants to do some holiday humping? If you're remotely attractive, I'm a sure thing. Send us pics. My hubby just likes to watch me look at the pictures that we receive. It gets him fully charged up.
Whoa. Virginia, how do you feel about that?
A lot to unwrap.
Oh, unwrap.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Very holiday topical.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. People still wearing tracksuits? That's still a thing?
I love tracksuits.
I do too. I think they're
okay.
awesome.
Well, if they're still out there, there's a red tracksuit guy that is looking for a dirty girl. I believe they've already had a meeting.
Okay.
Okay.
So he had her, but somehow she slipped through his grasp. She probably ran.
Yes.
Yeah, she's known as a victim.
Okay, this is from Sawgrass Mall. That's where they had their encounter. So
Okay.
if you're in that area, this is for you. This post says, Hey, dirty gal, I'm looking for that fine ass, 'cause you got me tripping. I saw you at the Sawgrass Mall. You were wearing a Triple H t-shirt that said, you want to play the game? You had really dirty blonde hair. Speaking of dirty, you look like you needed to take a bath, you dirty girl. You want me to run you a bath? 'Cause I will. See, I lost my virginity in a bathtub, so it's kind of my thing. Full disclosure here, because I'm pretty damn honest these days. I just got out of prison. For something I regret, but I'm not that person anymore.
It was murder.
There's no way he didn't harm somebody.
I'm also extremely horny. Hey, that's what prison's gonna do to a man. You smiled at me, and I'm not gonna lie. I instantly stood at attention. Hell, yeah.
That's why you can't smile at people.
You can't. You're right. That's why you can't.
That's why you can't smile at people.
You're right. You can't smile especially if.
Well, hey, look at that thing right there, huh? Well, if you're looking to be a bad girl, I'm the guy to be bad with. I'm basically a roughneck with a heart. I don't care about your body. I love me some of them plumpy women's. Inbox me if you remember the friendly guy in the red tracksuit at the Sawgrass Mall. I was the guy lurking in the parking lot.
So is he saying that he liked her body? Because she was plus size?
Yeah, she's a little plumpy. He likes him that way. Well, he just got out of prison, though. It was, something that, hey, he's not that guy anymore, but prison made him extremely horny. And you can imagine, he said he stood at attention. Unfortunately, he's in a tracksuit. So, that was very visible to everybody in the parking lot. The Sawgrass Mall. Dick, excuse me, that guy there in the red tracksuit.
Can you picture what he looks like? I can. He's got slick back hair.
He definitely has multiple tattoos.
How old do you think he is, if you had to guess?
I'm going to go with late 40s.
I was going to say 47 or 48.
Yeah. He has very greasy, dark hair. He's patchy on top as well.
Was he once kind of a heartthrob when he was younger?
He could have been when he was about 21. Okay. And he probably went by the nickname Stow.
And he just went a different way.
Things just didn't go his way, I mean, so is life, right?
You're right.
So is life. Okay, well, there you go. Thank you very much.
There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Road rage. It does happen. Especially here in South Florida, lots of crazy stories. Suits had one today about somebody going on reverse on I-95 because they missed their exit. Unbelievable what you get.
Almost killed our poor sweet Suits.
Crazy. You have to be insane to go backwards on 95. What the hell is the matter with you?
Now, I don't know really what started this road rage in Connecticut, but one guy there followed another driver last week all the way into a police parking lot. The person who's driving is like, well, this guy's crazy. I'm just going to go to the police station.
That's the best move you can make.
My dad taught me that and actually helped me during a road rage incident. This guy was trying to fight and kill me, and I drove right to the police department.
Yeah, so that's what this person does. And they're like, well, I'm going to be safe. I'm going to drive in. They're going to obviously keep on going. No, they didn't. The road rager follows them into the police station parking lot, then gets out of his car, takes his shirt off right in front of a cop's like, well, I'm going to kick your ass.
What the hell?
Yes.
And I believe that person.
Wow. Luckily, the cops were there to tackle and tase this guy who turned out to be hammered.
Good.
It's like delivery for the police.
Wow.
Yeah. Oh, my gosh.
Unreal, huh?
Do you think he woke up later the next morning? He's like,
probably still angry, actually, now.
What have I done?
No, I don't know. I know a couple of those kind of people that
probably still thinks they're right.
They would wake up angry and they would probably still look for that person.
If there's no one to fight, so they start fighting themselves. Yeah, I know what you mean. I know this kind of people, too.
So busy.
Yes, so angry.
Well, another dumb drunk behind the wheel. This one on Thanksgiving. A 20-year-old Steak and Shake employee in Georgia called out sick because he was too drunk to work. But didn't keep him from showing up later. But he didn't come to work.
He came to eat some Steak and Shake?
No, he came to rob the place with a gun.
Oh, my God.
Obviously, they recognized him because he works there and he called in sick that day.
What a dummy.
He was drunk. Blame it on the
Not my fault. It's Thanksgiving. What I do, I get hammered on Thanksgiving. And I do dumb things. More dumb face tattoos. Cops in Ohio are searching for a guy who has the words pothead and a marijuana leaf tattooed on his forehead, plus tattoos of joints instead of eyebrows.
Wow, that guy loves weed.
I mean, what's he doing this weekend?
He loves weed more than Dennys, that's for sure. I don't see Dennys with no pot face tag.
Can we party?
He's got
Oh, my God.
Eyebrows?
Yeah. He's got joints instead of eyebrows.
That's amazing.
That's what he has.
It is really amazing.
Yeah. And to add to the amazingness of this guy, he's also a registered sex offender. And the reason why they're looking for him is because he missed his last appointment.
Oh, not amazing.
Wow.
Yes, we quickly
Never
retract.
mind. We don't want to party with him.
No.
Should have told us that in the beginning part of the story,
Yeah.
Kev.
Yeah, so let's see where you go with it.
We retract all party invitations.
Yes.
Well, you ever seen a mom jump into her kid's fight?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
I have seen that.
You ever seen a mom jump into her kid's fight with a taser?
No.
And use it on the back of the head of the other kid?
No.
I've missed that one.
Tased to the skull.
Yeah, pretty much that. You know how you're a little fleshy right there, right underneath the base of your skull?
Where you get the hot dog neck area.
Yeah, it's kind of a good place to tase. I think that's where this mom in Gulfport, Florida really went, just when her daughter was in a fight and she hopped right in. Oh, yeah. You know.
I get it. I used to live in Gulfport.
Okay. Sounds like a lovely, classy place, Virginia.
You're going to have a tough time getting up after that one.
Wow. Interesting stuff you can find at Goodwill, apparently.
You can. I bought so many dead man suits there.
Yeah, well, there was a great deal, actually. This couple in Crestview, Florida, they were shopping for a baby shower gift. And they found this amazing deal. It was a baby bouncer, only $10.
Okay.
So they take this gift to the baby shower. They had it all wrapped up. The father-to-be opens up the box and says, "You guys got me a gun?" Turns out the baby bouncer box contained a semi-automatic rifle.
Oh, my God.
Yes. One of those assault-looking rifle kind of things.
There was a gun in there?
Yeah, and the magazine inside the box was also full of ammo, so it was ready to go.
It was hot?
It would have been hot, yes. Just put in that clip and do what you will, Virginia.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, police were called, and they showed ID, and they said, well, I guess you can keep it. So there you go. I mean, what a great combo gift, right? A baby bouncer and a...
I don't want it. Can you take it? I'm looking for some baby stuff. This is like the opposite of what I want.
This is more of a cute gift. There was a Goodwill shopper that was browsing the book section when she came across an old pink diary that appears to have once belonged to a young girl or boy.
Aww.
And this youngster was using this diary kind of as a journal to keep track of their bowel movements.
That's adorable.
On the very first page, titled Poop Track List, the young writer adds 2 colorful drawings of what appears to be poo. Then, starting on August 15th, the child listed every day and followed it with either the word poop or the words no poop.
Oh.
Yes. Oh, there you go.
That's adorable.
Yeah, this made it onto Reddit. Of course, a lot of people had some funny quips to go along with it about, it's a log or whatever you might call it.
A log.
But somebody did notice that the woman who posted it had been thumbing through the pages, and the pages didn't look very clean. So, considering it's a child's poo, you might want to wear rubber gloves when you go through that Goodwill find. Just saying.
This is 97.9 WRMF Palm Beach.
Magnolia Teen Mom. Oh, it's got a really weird ring to it. I don't like it, Virginia.
I don't like it either.
Yeah, I don't think anybody likes it. Including your daughter, Magnolia, yes. I get this, though. She's starting to brush back a little bit. It was convenient to have, your teenage daughter look after Rocco. He's 4, she's like 14.
Yeah.
And so I have kids that have a 10-year gap, and I know what it's all about. So often I would have the older twins, 10 years older than my son Cannon, would always look after him, and it was so convenient. Magnolia's given a little bit of a brush back. Now, what's the teen mom part all about?
So when we go out places like Publix or the Gardens Mall, wherever we're going, sometimes it's easier for me to go and get what we need and not have Rocco with me. So if I've got Rocco and Mags, I'll tell her, hey, you just take Rocco and entertain him a little bit while I scoop up the stuff we need real fast so we can get out of here. Well, she just started giving me some brush back because I guess now she looks very mature for her age. She's taller than me. She wears makeup. She's beautiful. And I guess everywhere she goes now, she gets all these weird looks. People think that she's a teen mom and that Rocco is her kid. And they actually want to engage her in conversation about it. People will be like, oh, hey, so you're a teen mom, but look at you. You're thriving. You look great.
You're thriving.
She had a lady.
You're thriving.
She had a lady tell her that.
Good for you.
You're doing great.
You made a terrible decision.
Keep up fighting, kid. You got this. You got this.
And, she'll turn around and she'll say, he's my brother. And some people will even ask, oh my gosh, you're a teen mom so young. How old is your baby? And she'll be like, I'm 14. He's 4. He's my brother. I didn't have him when I was 10.
You think who would ever say that to people? I'm telling you, people come up and say the craziest things. Things you think, no one would ever say that. They do.
People say weird stuff to her. I think, too, because she is young. And when you look at her, you can tell that she's young. But she just looks so tall and mature.
Yeah.
It trips you up.
She could, if you don't know and you haven't been that age for a while, which probably a lot of these people have not.
Right.
You could probably be like, she might be as old as 17 or 18.
Exactly.
If, you're not used to that. And so she's getting that. She's like...
So this is her new excuse now why she can't watch Rocco when I'm shopping.
It's actually pretty smart.
Yeah, it's kind of brilliant.
That's not a bad thing for her.
I give her the nod, but you still got to watch your brother.
Okay. Got some interesting comments here. Michelle, she's just trying to figure out, okay, the socializing at work. She's been at a place for about 6 months. It's not that she doesn't like her coworkers, but she would just rather on her lunch break just get her food, go to her car, chill, and, go on social media or just do some binge watching. She's not antisocial. It's just that's what she preferred to do. So is it bad, though? I mean, are people going to be like going, oh, okay, she's too good for us, or could it affect... because in the workplace, sometimes you need people to help you out on projects and things like that.
Sure.
And
you can totally go to your car. No one's saying don't do that. Eat alone. But just know if you do make that decision, you may rub some people the wrong way.
Yeah.
Why can't you live in both worlds?
You can. I think you should.
You should try to do both.
But you don't want to be someone that ignores everybody at work either. Again, you can do that if you want, but people, again, may say, all right, fuddy-duddy.
In the chat room, Alex said, look, I can be the same way because of the kids. I don't have time to myself at home. So lunch at work is my alone time. And I just love just to be like, okay,
totally get
going on. She said, I do make a point, though, of at least sitting with my coworkers once a week.
Yeah, okay.
I like them, but yeah. Remy said, I totally get what Michelle's saying here. I don't talk with many of my coworkers at lunch, but there's also a language barrier there. And that is tough.
Yeah, and a lot of times, too, you don't pick your coworkers. Yes, you guys have to work together, and you're all in the same workforce, but these are not like when you go out in the world and pick friends. A lot of times, you aren't compatible.
I'm all for sitting down with y'all and having some lunches.
Oh, well, you're different.
I think we need to have more lunches
We're
around
cut
here.
from the same cloth.
Our lunches usually lead to drinks.
Yeah,
and then,
bad decisions.
At least to Kevin getting home way too late. And
now
then,
Kevin's in trouble.
Now, hashtag pray for Kevin. So I'm learning from Timberlake, baby.
Yeah, just stay in.
Yeah,
all Kevin did was take a picture with a listener.
Yeah. I don't need that kind of heat. I don't need that kind of heat. Barbara's on here from Coral Springs. Now, you intentionally eat lunch by yourself, Barbara?
Yes, because my coworkers tend to be very catty and talk about each other.
Oh.
So for me, I just rather just stay away from that and not have to deal with it.
Oh, yeah, they're definitely talking about you now.
They are, girl. But what do you care?
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, just let them be, and you go have your peaceful lunch.
Yeah, well, that honestly is part of it, too. If they're very gossipy and they're, talking about people, and sometimes I think you feel like, I want to be there because if I'm there, then they can't talk about me.
And it also, too, depends on the job. Like, all jobs are different. Some places, you really don't have to eat with other people.
Yeah.
But if it's one of those situations where you have to.
Yeah, it just depends on the dynamic. But it seems like as long as maybe you make an effort here and there, and maybe there's other ways and places you can be very friendly with them and just. But to me, it's almost like you need a reason why, like you duck out and you're not there. They're like going, oh yeah, well this is what Michelle does. She has this thing that she has to do every day at lunchtime.
Random chocolate droppings. Just give them some drop. What I mean
it sounds like poop.
Yeah. Are you saying Michelle is going
on their
poop
desk?
on her lunch break every day?
No, what I mean is do a little drop off of some chocolate, a little random chocolate drop.
You need to figure out how to talk better. You said she should do random chocolate droppings. Like you want her to go poop on their desk.
Yeah, they're all eating in the cafeteria while they're there.
That's the perfect time to poop on somebody's desk.
Oh my God.
I gotta get better at talking.
Your decision-making skills are on point. You're listening to the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.
I do kind of like these lists because they help me find shows that I haven't seen yet. And as soon as I get through football season, which is almost here, I've got a whole bunch of good stuff to watch. The American Film Institute released their annual list of the best movies and TV shows of the year. If you're looking for some top TV shows, here's the ones that they listed. Chernobyl, The Crown. I've heard great things about The Crown. I've run into so many people. I think their season 3 just dropped of that.
What's it about?
It is about the royal family.
You would love it.
Is it old royal?
Older.
Okay, that's better. I shouldn't say hate. It's a bad word. I can't stand modern day royalty talk.
You hate Meghan Markle, don't
No,
you?
I hate British royalty talk about, especially when you lead the conversation. I don't know.
I hate when you talk about.
So is it
royalty.
me or is it the Brits?
I think I'm just working that out right now. I don't know.
You're starting to realize it's more you.
I think it's more for you.
Yeah, it's more you than it is them. The Game of Thrones, Veep, I've seen that. I can say, yep, that was good. Watchmen, When They See Us, Pose, Succession, Unbelievable, and The Fosse Burden, they say, are the best TV shows of the last year.
Whatever. They're missing a bunch.
Of the last year?
Absolutely.
What would you throw in?
Cobra Kai, I would throw in there. I would
Okay.
also throw Succession on HBO. That's a great show.
I just mentioned that.
You did?
Yep.
Was that too busy yelling at Virginia?
You were. And thinking about how much you hate me more than
The
Meghan
list is
Markle.
terrible. Let me just mention everything you just named.
Gosh, Bird, get it together. Virginia's right.
Yes, that was one of them. Mandalorian probably is going to be catching up very soon.
You would love it, Virginia.
I would not.
The Baby Yoda storyline, you would love.
That's the part I would like. I see Baby Yoda all over my social media, and I think he's adorable.
Baby Yoda's pretty amazing.
And then they also put together the American Film Institute. Seems like movies would be more their thing, and that's what they listed off in alphabetical order, not necessarily by the best. They put 1917, which I'm looking forward to. I told you I was listening to that very boring history podcast, Virginia, about World War I. That's what it's about.
Ugh.
Yep.
I'm into this. I say we get some time.
Yeah.
Just watch.
Spoon.
Yep. Popcorn.
Oh, you ain't gonna eat no pop. You can't get popcorn on
Yeah,
keto.
it's not keto friendly.
It's not keto friendly.
They have like cauliflower popcorn.
Oh,
It's like fake.
Cauliflower's really making
Cauliflower or something we'll call it. Cauliflower.
There's so much cauliflower out there now. That's the new thing.
I know.
They said The Irishman. That made their list.
Outstanding movie.
I can't wait to see it on Netflix. That's queued up for probably next weekend. I'm watching that.
Both days, probably. It's
Really?
3.5 hours long.
Okay, yeah. The Farewell they have.
The Farewell. I want to see that so bad.
What is that? I know.
So the story is amazing. I don't know if I should give it all away, though.
Well, just what's the plot?
The plot is it's about this Asian family, and it's all of them coming together and the different generations celebrating the older generations.
Okay.
It's a beautiful, beautiful story.
Oh, and I assume somebody's about ready to kick it. That's why it's called The Farewell.
Yes.
Okay.
Spoiler
But
alert.
that's the spoiler part.
Okay, so they do die.
There's more to it. No, there's more to it.
Way to sell it.
They have Jojo Rabbit, Joker. I think I'm out of the Joker. I've heard too many people that I know that I've talked to, and it's so much word of mouth for me. They're like, it's really kind of long and kind of depressing. I'm like, I don't know if I feel like.
Let's watch it Christmas Eve together.
Yeah, sounds great, right?
So you can hold each other and cry.
I'm definitely gonna watch because I've heard the opposite of what you're saying. I've heard it was fantastic and it's gritty and it's good.
Yeah, I hear it's kind of depressing. I'm not sure I want to watch that.
Maybe I just know a bunch of depressing people.
Knives Out. That just came out, and they're saying that's one of the best movies of the year.
That came out on Thanksgiving, and I want to see it. It looks like a modern Clue.
Yes.
What's it called?
Knives Out.
Okay.
It's got
Great cast.
It's got Bond in it.
Daniel Craig's in it. A bunch of people are in it.
Yeah. Little Women, Marriage Story, Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I heard that was kind of hard to follow and not good. Was that you told me at Jaybird?
No, I told you the reviews on that. Some people were saying that. Again, I've heard a lot of people who
Did you
watched.
see it?
I've not. No, I'm waiting to rent it. I can only buy it right now, and I don't want to buy that movie.
Gotcha.
I accidentally buy movies all the time. It's actually kind of annoying. Well, movies you don't want.
And then they say Richard Jewell is one of the best movies of this last year.
There's a movie I rented the other night that was pretty good called Ready or Not. It's like this hide and seek game, and this girl's married into this rich family, but she realizes they're psychotic, and they hunt her after the wedding, and she has to hide. And they're trying to kill her. It's pretty good. I fell asleep watching 30 minutes of it.
Ready or Not?
Yeah,
that sounds fun.
You would hate it. It's so
Really?
it's horrifying. You're soft, Nikki. It would scare you.
I like a thriller. I don't like gory slasher.
It's a thriller mixed with a little bit of gore.
I like a thriller.
Okay.
Do they catch her?
Oh, I don't want to give it away. I fell asleep, so I'm gonna
You don't know.
I'm gonna finish it.
Twitter Mike said Chernobyl is my favorite show of the year. Twitter Mike knows his stuff.
Okay, that alone right there
Yeah.
on his endorsement, I'm absolutely watching that show now.
Mm-hmm. Gonna have to go for that. Somebody said Once Upon a Time in Hollywood is boring, and that's what I'd heard too. The Joker was amazing, a little depressing, but they were following the birth of a psychopath, so you get a better understanding of the character. And
I mean, Braveheart's depressing when you break it down.
yeah, without a doubt.
The Patriot, all those movies are depressing.
Well, it's because, what's his name's in it?
Well, Mel Gibson?
Yeah. Joker's great. Someone else texted in, Irishman is terrible, they said.
Get out of here with this.
Uh-oh.
Who is saying this nonsense?
It's your 772.
The Pizzle?
Oh, no, that was 305.
So me and the Pizzle usually think alike.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, you're not on page with Miami. As usual.
That's true.
Yeah.
That sounds about right.
Yeah, y'all disagree again. Money, how cool is this? This is a perfect gift for the holidays. Florida Lotto scratch-off tickets. We have got a book with $300 worth of Florida Lotto scratch-off tickets, packed with prizes from $10,000 to $5 million. We got Laura on here from Lake Worth Beach. Hello, Laura.
Hi there.
How are you doing?
I'm good, thank you. I'm doing much better now.
Yeah, I bet $300. I saw one of our winners in the elevator leaving work the other day, and I saw his stack of these tickets. There's a lot of tickets here. He had a great strategy. Half was going for stocking stuffers and Christmas presents. The other half he's just going to give to the kids and let them scratch off and see what money he gets for presents. Have you thought what your strategy might be on how you're going to divide yours up, Laura?
I think I might steal that idea. It sounds like a good idea.
Okay.
Good plan.
Well, you got a lot of scratching in your future, and best of luck. Let us know how much you win, okay?
That's amazing. Thank you so much.
Got a video for you to check out. We tried the viral chair challenge that is going around where you bend over, put your head against a wall, and you lift a chair up to your stomach and then try to stand all the way up. Women can do it, men can't because of the center of gravity that apparently you have. We tried it with Jaybird. We had him put his head against the door, and he didn't realize somebody's going to open it on the other side.
Well, I didn't know there was this elaborate plan with 3 of my friends. Well, I'm sorry. I thought 4 of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good prank. And yeah, some people are going, I think it was scripted because Jaybird would just walk in Denny's house. I would never just walk into Denny's house. He has a wife, y'all. What if she's like half naked? Like, you can't just walk into Denny's house.
No.
Gotta knock.
No civilized person should do that. You always should knock.
Always
I
knock.
don't care whose house you're going in.
I mean,
Don't walk in.
I'm not a damn animal.
You don't know what you're going to see.
Of course. I would never walk just into Denny's house like that.
So what you do is you can just go onto our Facebook page. You can see it on Twitter as well. It'll be up on the YouTube channel as well for you to go check out. Go and follow, subscribe, ring that bell, so when we post up a new little prank like that, you're going to be the first to see it. All right, Jaybird, close us up with a thought, my friend.
A lie can travel halfway around the world while the truth is putting on its shoes.
Yeah.
Bam.
That's true.
Like you think?
You're so right.
This is the KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.